Hello and welcome to Dice of the Beholder, where we're streaming episode 7 of Dragon of Icespire Peak, our newbie campaign, where me and Greg run a couple of, not tabletop role-playing virgins anymore, inexperienced lovers, shall we say, through their first campaign.
No, I don't think we should say.
We absolutely should.
Not with an 8-year-old boy, no.
I think we should say anything else.
But yes,
Pretty much anything at all.
welcome. Before we get into tonight's session, our sponsors, as always, thanks to the amazing Loki Battle Mats, who sponsor all of Dice of the Beholder's Dungeons & Dragons content. They are an amazing award-winning UK-based TTRPG accessory creator. Their many books of battle maps, little, big, giant sizes, and their modular book sets are full of amazing artwork that add an awesome backdrop to any tabletop game. If you are interested in finding out more, please pop over to lokibattlemats.com or Loki, L-O-K-E, Battlemats on most social media platforms. And you can pop over to Drive-Thru RPG as well, find out more about their physical and digital maps. Our second sponsor of the evening, as always, is the wonderful, amazing, and awesome Blink Dog Dice. We all now have fantastic examples of their work. In fact, many of our viewers do as well. Stu, have you got the Dice of the Beholder set?
I have.
Has anyone else got a Dice of the Beholder set?
I haven't
20.
yet.
I don't have one yet.
I don't know. Can you see where's the eye?
These are very pretty.
I'm skint.
You
So
might be able to see the eye.
I'm being a bit of a
I don't know if you
scab,
can see it.
and I'm waiting on the care package that they send us every couple of months. Because I'm skint. But yes, please.
See really well in that one.
Blink Dog Dice, all one
yeah.
word, search on most social media platforms and pop over to their Etsy store as well to check out more of their awesome work and tell them that we sent you and show them some love. And as well as that, I do need to do a shout out. Ambient sound for our tabletop role-playing sessions and all of our streaming content is provided by the wonderful Sirenscape. I've now got Stu and Nikki to download the fantasy player from their website, which is free. So you can, or they can then listen along with the rest of you to the background sounds and the Wilhelm scream that I've been playing them up until now. But yes, because epic games need epic sound, please go check out sirenscape.com. But yeah, let's get everyone else on screen. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, everyone. Right. So, last time, the Dragon of Icespire Peak, you resting after your horrible fall from a cliff
Oh god, that was ages ago. Let it go.
and the much damage you took. You
Right.
eventually made your way back into the lighthouse, which you now discovered had been converted into a temple to Talos, the evil storm god. And upon re-entry, entered a room finding one of his sleeping servants, holding the conch shell you had been sent by the Banshee to retrieve. Upon approaching and trying to remove the conch shell from his hand, two of you were immediately hit with a lightning bolt spell, and the sleeping servant woke and attempted to destroy you. He did not succeed. While taking quite a lot of damage, you eventually defeated him, only to then see him start to coalesce and reform in a kind of static cloud next to the throne. Noticing it wasn't going to happen anytime soon, you buggered off, completely ignoring it, and went to go and find the still beating heart that you now knew had been ripped from his chest and probably lay somewhere else in the temple, which you found then where the lighthouse beacon should be. You attempted almost everything. Almost everything. To try and break or move
it
the
there.
heart. Almost everything. Apart from the simplest thing that Craig is known for. And upon discovering that you could not move it or take it with you, you left, again, quite injured, and then decided to have a short rest back on the beach. Short rest accomplished, you made it back into the temple before the Anchorite of Talos had reformed. Then decided to try the one thing you hadn't done and hit the heart.
Are you guys getting sensing a certain amount of attitude in this recap? Like, it's not a very neutral recounting of the events, as far as I'm concerned.
I was just chuckling to myself the entire time. It's like, just hit it. Just hit it.
I did say it. I'm sure I said it.
You absolutely did.
They didn't want to.
Everyone ignored you, Clarky.
You look at something like that, and you think, nah, it's got to be more complicated than just hit it. Surely, this is a serious game being run by a competent long-time DM. There's gonna be some sort of puzzle to it.
Talk about attitude. Right. After then eventually destroying the heart, discovering that the Anchorite was no longer reforming, the storm outside was abating, you went back, freed the Banshee by returning the conch shell, thereby freeing the Banshee's familiar to return to its home deep in the ocean.
Oh, yeah, skip the next bit. It's fine. Nothing happened then.
So, the next morning, with 2 new crab claws for your potion collection.
Somehow in our possession.
Somehow in your possession. You... Are we ever... When is it? I pray for the day when I get to play D&D that Greg isn't eating at the beginning of the session. I'm joking. But yes.
Yeah, I will fucking stab you.
You went into the treasure ship, or the ships at the bottom of the ocean, because there was no longer a crab familiar to help you. And were attacked by 3 sharks. Craig did not have a good time at all. But eventually, in a wet cloud of blood, you made your way back to shore, rested once more, with gems, gold, new items, and quite a nice new axe in your possession, Craig, and made your way back to Phandalin. You have all had a long rest, yes?
Now we are.
I think so, yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
now you've said so, we've definitely had a long rest.
Yes. Yeah, you've had a long rest.
Yeah, no takesy backsies on that one.
I'll give that to you. It's like 2 days travel back to Phandalin anyway.
You presume at some point we slept?
Yes, I'm assuming. At some point.
At some point I've stopped bleeding through multiple shark bites.
I've genuinely ordered the most ridiculous amount of food. It's only
The
now
size of the
that
bag.
it's now that it's all spread out in front of me that I see what I've done. No regrets.
No regrets. So, yes. On the morning of the second day, then, travelling back to Phandalin, you eventually spy the village on the horizon. Getting closer. What were we going to say, Craig? Sorry?
Before we were going back to Phandalin, are we going to Adabra first?
Yeah, I was going to say, were we going to
Because we
swing
need to
past the
drop
windmill on the way?
cloth opera, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
Might be worth
Push
it,
on
yeah.
the way.
Okay.
Cool.
Let's not tell her how we got these crab claws, though.
It's not necessarily on the way. You can
She's not going to ask.
go out of the wilderness, into the wilderness, and cross that way if you want to.
I thought it was... Oh no, we diverted to her to go, then went to the lighthouse. I mean,
Yeah.
no man.
Adabra's
We'll
is
go there
south.
later.
The lighthouse
Right.
was west.
Fair.
Yeah, so we skirted around the town. It's fine. It's all
Okay.
good.
So you can go to Adabra's first if you want to. You get to the lighthouse. The
Windmill.
Windmill.
The windmill.
Light mill.
Fucking hell. You get to
Windhouse.
the windmill. The vanes of the windmill as you make your way around the barrows and the hills, approaching. As you see it now in full daylight, the vanes of the windmill are covered in frost, and it appears to be moving very slowly. And every time it does, icicles break and fall from the outside of the building.
Okay.
Hey, what kind of breath did that dragon have again?
It's a white dragon.
No, I say that out loud in character to my comrades.
I want to have a look around just in case he's still here.
Okay.
Yeah, you're the perceptive one, Nikki. Come on.
21.
Hey.
Okay. As you approach, there is no sound. No one opens the windows. No one opens the shutters. No one opens the doors. Yeah, that's what happens when music kicks in, Stu. It's just background.
Yeah,
Don't worry about it.
Something went past my house at the same time, like a lorry went past, so it sounded like it just continued. I was like, what the fuck?
So yes, as you approach, there is very little sound coming from the windmill itself, and
Ian says the dragon's hiding behind a tree. I want to check behind all the trees.
in the sky, not a cloud to be seen. Nothing. What do you want to do?
Go check out to see if Adabra's alright.
Okay.
Have we noticed it getting cold? Is it a cold day outside of the ice on the windmill?
It is not. As you approach the windmill, there is so much ice covering the structure that you feel a cold almost emanating from it. But as far as you can see, the day is quite bright. It's quite sunny. It's quite nice. The cold coming from the building is actually quite welcome because there isn't a cloud in the sky.
Okay.
So as you approach the building,
Head to it.
almost as you are about to raise your hand to knock on the front door, the door is wrenched open and a spear is thrust out towards your face. Sidestep.
Okay.
It stops just short.
Was Sidestep his name, or was that a suggestion?
That was his name.
Not a bad one.
And as you look past the spear, Adabra is kind of standing there. And you can see she's kind of shivering, shaking, her teeth chattering. Yes?
It's a very nice day out here.
Is the dragon gone?
Didn't see him.
Unless he's hiding behind a tree.
Have you been back to the town?
Not yet.
Oh. Well, what can I do you for, I suppose?
We had the ingredients. You sent us to. Well, you
What
said we could
ingredients?
keep an eye out for.
What
You were
the
going to make us.
For
You
the
were going to make us potion.
I mean, and she like kind of looks at the lighthouse windmill. Fuck. She kind of looks at the windmill and looks at like the water and ice kind of sloughing off it and the water running down it. I suppose I can make a potion for you if I can find the time. What potion did you want?
Well, you said you could make us a cold resistance potion with the scales we gave you. And you could make it better if we give you a few extra bits.
Ah, yes. Well, that might have been a slight untruth.
Okay.
Do explain further.
I wanted ingredients to make several other potions to make myself quite a lot of money, and had no means of going out and getting them. And you wanted a potion of cold resistance, so I fibbed.
Could have just asked us
Would you have said yes? For
in return for the cold resist potion that you were going to make for us. Yes.
And a share of the potions.
Now see, that's the bit I didn't want. However, what have you got?
The seawater, the jellyfish, and the giant crab claws.
Thank you very much. She takes those off
Visible wince on on Fergan's face when you say giant crab claws.
These are quite rare. You don't find many giant crabs in these parts. Where'd you get these?
Found them on the shore.
Oh, fair enough.
You did need them, right?
No, I did. Well, thank you very much. And she just hands you the potion of the cold resistance potion.
Okay. Should we give that to you, Fergan? You're the only one without something to help with that.
Have the rest of you got cold resistance?
I've got absorb elements, and he's got his thing when he rages.
I've got my thing when I rage, so as long as I'm raging, I'm all right.
Mm-hmm.
And you're pretty much always raging.
Yeah.
It'd suck if you had to walk somewhere cold with nothing attacking you for a while, wouldn't it?
Just rage and hit Nikki every now and again.
Well, no, you rage, and I hit you every now and again.
Every 6 seconds.
Yeah. Unarmed strike is like 5 bludgeoning damage. Don't worry about it.
I can take 6, maybe 7.
Yeah, I don't think an unarmed strike from sidestep is going to do 5 bludgeoning damage.
No, if I hit you, you only did 1.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay. So, she kind of squirrels the ingredients away and just looks at you. Was there anything else, or?
I think that was it.
I guess a little bit of appreciation would be nice.
Yeah.
Sorry, little boy, what was that? Nothing? No? Well, pleasure doing business
the robot
with you.
boy's muted himself.
A pleasure doing business with you. I'll just close the door then. She kind of steps back in.
Did we want to get more potions while we're here? If she has them, by the way,
Good point.
because we don't have any.
Got any
Do you
more
have
of those
any more
healing
potions
potions?
for sale?
I have a couple. Just the standard ones, obviously, but I've got a couple of them, yes.
Cool.
And how much will they be?
Same as before, 50 gold each.
Even after you lied to us. I'm gonna point at the shark bites all over me, and the glowing lightning eyes.
Not so much
I'm
a
sure
lie. Business
I think what
negotiation.
Craig means to say is that, we're getting to be very loyal customers, and it's very common practice for a business to offer some sort of discount to loyal customers, especially if those loyal customers are so accommodating in going out and finding materials for you. And you did say you've been making quite a lot of money from the potions that you're going to make with the materials we found.
$3 for 100 gold.
Deal.
Sweet. Should I take that out of the?
Yeah, if it's in there.
Take that.
Well, we've got 10 platinum in there plus 67 gold, so I'll just give the 10 plat. That's 100 gold, isn't it?
Cool.
There we go. Cross that off then.
Okay. And with that, as you kind of look down at your packs and start to stow the potions away, you look back up, just in time to see the door click shut.
I like her.
Yeah, she's
Make
alright.
your way back to the town.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll head back to the town.
Okay. As you make your way back to the town, then, you can see, here and about, even in the bright sunlight of the morning, there is patches of frosted earth. Like trees covered in ice. No people, no animals. As you eventually then come around a hill and the town is before you, you can see at least one of the buildings has been heavily affected by the passage of the dragon in recent times.
Oh no, it's all as frosty as the light mill.
As you get into town, you notice first and foremost the front of the townmaster's manse, his home, is almost completely covered in a sheet of ice. And a lot of the townsfolk, instead of working their own fields or dealing with their own livestock, are now chipping away at the ice. And you can hear a muffled, shouting voice from inside.
You've had all the chairs you put up.
Standing on the street, watching with a cold smile on her face, is Liniel from Little Iron Shield Costa. And she notices you as you approach or walk into town.
I'm going to walk straight up to her and say, why is everyone working on the townmaster's manse?
Oh, he's decided to be very giving in his time of need and has offered increased pay and a reward to the first person who breaches the front door and allows him out.
Why does he need the front door breached if he's not going to come out of it anyway?
Oh, because he fortified himself so well that he completely forgot to leave himself an exit. So now that the front is all iced up, he can't actually leave the house.
Doesn't have a back door?
No. He thought that too much of a security risk.
How much is he offering for the first person who breaches the house and lets him out?
Well, to you it might not seem much, as I've heard adventurers tend to find quite a lot of riches in their travels. But 50 gold is quite a lot to people in these parts, who earn perhaps 20 copper a month.
Okay.
How generous. Has anyone thought of just making a hole in the outer wall at the back?
He doesn't want his keep, as he calls it, damaged.
Has anybody thought of leaving him in there and just breaking the door down when it,
Doors?
when the inevitable happens?
Well, yes, but
Get more than 50 gold then.
Don't say that to the villagers, Iggy. Jesus Christ.
he's not an evil man. He's just a bit daft, really. He's not.
He's not a good man.
Well, no, but what you're talking about is effectively just leaving him to die a slow, horrible death from starvation.
He's sort of doing that to himself.
Well,
And isn't he leaving all of you alone to deal with the dragon by yourselves?
well, no. He's leaving you alone to deal with the dragon by yourselves. He's paying you quite a lot of money.
We haven't been paid it. We haven't been tasked with getting rid of a dragon.
Yeah, he hasn't asked us to do anything about the dragon.
Has he not?
Nope.
No, he's asked us to go to Nomengard. He asked us to go to
Adabra.
To the
to
ranch.
the Adabra, to the ranch.
But
No, never mentioned anything about a dragon.
has
He thought we were a dragon.
has Toblin not told you what all this is leading towards?
No.
No.
I think it was Toblin told us it was leading towards scamming more adventurers out of money. I think he's very honest and open about being a scammer, which is strange behavior for a scammer.
I think you might need to have another conversation with him. He should have told you that eventually, that once you felt you were ready for it, the biggest prize would be to kill the dragon.
God, we almost killed him for free.
Don't do that.
Right?
He'll never pay you if you do that.
What do we think we are? Heroes?
Are you not?
It was a joke.
Oh.
That was the joke.
Take bits of like crushed crab shell out of my pocket and just put it on the floor.
Pick bits of crab out of my teeth.
And she looks past Fugan, spying the new axe that's just kind of poking over Craig's back. That's a fine piece of work there.
A little bit better than what I used to have.
A little bit. I think you're...
It wasn't easy to get. I'm gonna just show all the shark bites all up and down me.
Oh, nice. Sexy.
Won't stop talking about him.
Do you find anything else there, or...?
One or two things.
One or two things to sell, or...?
Well, see, we have an agreement with
Barthen.
with Barton, who is the one who sent us there.
With very little information.
It would seem dishonest to look for a higher bidder behind his back.
So we selling her half the stuff, guys, or what?
I mean, it's up to you.
Well, we did find a couple of things, and I'm sure Barton would be happy with. He doesn't seem to have that much foot traffic. I wouldn't want to overburden him with things that he would struggle to sell.
Fair.
Wild. How much stuff have we got, Nikki?
We have 6 large pearls with 100 gold each, and a mermaid statuette of blue quartz with 100 gold. And then, Fergan, you have the book and the wand, don't you?
Didn't you pick
Yeah,
up...
but I don't.
120 electrum.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but that's just coin.
that's money.
No reason to. Yeah, you don't. We don't need to sell money. The wizard book, I will definitely part with, and I think this. Yeah, this might be a better shout than going to Bartham with it.
Yeah.
I think the statuette and the book, and then the pearls to Barton.
Come back
Close
to the...
before mine.
Come back to the Costa then, and we'll see.
I feel like giving the statue to Barthen. Just because it's worth 100 gold rather than giving him a shitload of pearls.
Okay.
Now she walks back in. And you follow her, I assume, to the Lion Shield Costa?
Yeah.
Yeah. As we're walking, do we see any other damage to the town from the dragon attack? Or is it mostly the one building?
Roll me a perception check.
Ooh, that's actually half decent. 21.
Okay. Half decent. 21. Okay. Um,
I got
as-
22.
as you as you
Scan with my
gaze-
glowing Robocop
Yeah.
eyes.
As you look around, then you do notice that quite a few of the roofs of the buildings around, mainly centered around the townmaster's home, are covered in deep kind of cuts and rends. One looks almost crushed in. And as you put it together in your mind, you would imagine that the dragon either climbed up a few or landed on at least one roof as it was trying to terrorize the town before it flew off again.
Cool.
But Lenine stands behind her counter, opens a drawer, and you can hear the jingle of coins as she opens the drawer. Did I hear you say you found some electrum?
120 pieces.
You'll not find anywhere near here, save Neverwinter, that'll accept electrum for goods. It's more of a trader's currency. I'll take 120 off your hands, though, for 100 gold.
Is electrum actually worth?
You've spent most of your life in the woods,
Yeah.
so you don't fucking know.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
As a 9-year-old, you probably wouldn't know. Craig, you've been in enough taverns, fighting pits. Electrum is very much a trader's currency. Electrum is effectively a promise between banks. Instead of sometimes the most affluent merchants, instead of sending silver and gold in bulk between cities, will send a shipment of electrum. It's relatively light compared to the other currencies, but they'll send a shipment of electrum to another bank in another city as a kind of promise of payment. It's effectively like £5 notes kind of thing. It's not the actual currency. It's the representation of it. Depending on who you are, depending on who you ask, depending on how much they like you, depending on how affluent they are, all affects the exchange rate of electrum. 1 for 1 is a good deal. Very good deal. More than that, you're probably very good friends. You've done good business dealings with these people in the past. Slightly less than that, which is what she's offering, is probably also quite good.
Okay. So
You've seen it go as low as a piece of electrum for a piece of silver. She's being nice.
How much do we have, Nikki?
we got 120.
And how much did she want? All of it, or?
100 gold. She's offering you 100 gold for 120
Yeah.
electrum.
Yeah.
Seems like a decent deal to
Yeah,
me.
go for it.
There we go. So what's that? Shall I just put that 100 in the pot, or do you want to split it?
Put it in the pot.
Put it in the pot, yeah. We just lost 100 out of it on potions, didn't we?
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. I've added one of the portions to my inventory, by the way.
Yeah, same
I
here.
assume that one each.
Was there anything else?
We're
Should
gonna
we just
pull
have-
out the. Oh, are we gonna do the pearls or the statue?
The spell book, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Look.
Well, we found this, and I think it's... How to put this delicately? I think it's out of Barthen's league.
And as she looks at the book and kind of thumbs through the pages, I'd say so. Aye, yes. It's not something I would probably take off your hands. However, you might... Not Fandlin Miners Exchange. She's a bitch. You might want to try the Shrine of Luck. It looks like a ruin, but it's not. It's just made from the rocks of fallen ruins from an ancient time. But it's a shrine to Timora. She's the goddess of luck and good fortune. It's run by Sister Garel. She might take it off your hands.
Where would we find the shrine?
Oh, it's just up the way there. Slightly just outside of town. Pars Barthen's hidden by the woods. As soon as you step into the woodland, you'll see it.
That's a relief. I was expecting it to be several days to the southward.
No, she likes to stay out of sight, but still quite close to town.
Okay.
Why does she like to stay out of sight? Does she not trust her luck?
I just don't think she's a very sociable sort. Get a drink in her, though. She's great. Great fun.
We'll bear that in mind.
You might want to wait
yeah.
until, like, the elven solstices. She doesn't normally partake unless...
When's the next solstice?
Oh, of the elven ones? Christ, I don't know. A month or so? We're coming up to the summer. Yeah, a month or so.
Long time to wait.
How many pearls are we going to sell, Nicky?
Shall we?
How many do we got?
We got 6. Shall we say 4 here and keep a couple for Barthen?
Yeah.
Just to make it seem like it was more worth his while sending us. Maybe get more from him.
Seems fair.
Yeah.
So, sell 4 of them, yeah?
Yeah. We show her the pearls.
Yeah.
Ooh. Well, these are quite pretty, aren't they? How many of them are you willing to give over?
4?
4. I know a jeweler who likes to work with natural materials in Neverwinter. How much will you be wanting for them?
For 100 gold?
100 gold for the lot? Done.
Each.
Oh, each.
Say, no! Smack him on the nose like a bad dog.
Don't know if I can stretch to that much. Roll a persuasion check.
That is 19.
19.
19.
Nice.
All right. She ums and ahs a bit. You can see her, like, considering trying to haggle, but she just kind of looks at all your faces.
I'm sure Barthen will buy them.
If he can afford 2 of these things, I'd be very impressed. All right. 400 gold.
Sweet.
Now, was there anything else?
I think we need to keep some back
Yeah.
to keep our good friend Barthen sweet.
Yes, of course. Well.
I do have this one great axe, still probably stained in ore.
Is that yours?
Stinking of seawater.
Is that your old axe that you've replaced with this mighty fine one you now have? You don't want to sell me the one that's on your back.
No, I think I'll keep this one. This one's unique. There's I carved a little cowbell into the end of it.
Now, when I'm mayor of this town, and every villager and every merchant who passes through here knows the name of Craig Smalltooth from the many somewhat hyperbolous songs that I will sing of his great deeds.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying that having the axe that he used to slay Dagamore, the monster of the deep, and to destroy the heart of the evil worshippers of Talos at the windmill lighthouse thing of the cove, and with which he slew 400 orcs.
It's like 22 notches and then a really badly drawn orc face on it.
That were besieging the town of Phandalin. I think that axe will be of value beyond its worth.
What the kid said.
You can have 50 gold, and not a penny more.
Done!
I think that's absurdly generous. Thank you very much.
If we're selling off old things, I'll pull out my old leather armor, see if you're interested.
I've got like 20 suits of it. You can back off. You've tapped me out for the day.
Yes, but when I'm mayor and all of the villagers know the adventures of Sidestep. No, you're right.
How many of these evil orcs and ogres have you beheaded with your bow there?
Beheaded? No, he pierced the very pupil of their eyes from 400 yards away.
Have you got some orc eyes then?
I chased a
Shot
dragon
a
off.
dragon up an ass.
I chased the dragon off with this bow.
Of course, he doesn't have orc eyes. They were all pierced.
Have you got any evidence of the dragon?
How many of the orc heads that we've sold had holes in their heads?
Most.
Have you got any evidence of the dragon at all?
Yeah, the scales.
We had the dragon scales we showed you before.
The ones you could have found anywhere.
Anywhere that a white dragon had been.
Look, I don't want a second-hand, oft-repaired suit of leather armor.
It does smell quite bad.
It was a shot.
It's just a wet dog.
Could you throw it out for us, because I'm really sick of him carrying it around to me, Frank?
If you fancy selling me the mithril shirt.
Nah. I fought the dragon for this.
What, it dropped a mithril shirt?
No, he tried to steal the fucking thing.
Well,
I think it would have fitted him.
They do like shiny things.
Well, I suppose you have that in common.
Look, I've just spent quite a lot of money on you lot. I'll not be doing any more.
We appreciate it.
Unless you actually have the heart of a dragon for me.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Out of curiosity, how much would that get us?
1,000,000 gold.
Okay, that's a deal. We'll bring you the heart of the dragon.
I'm
1,000,000 gold.
obviously lying. But quite a lot.
It's been
Million
a
gold.
pleasure doing business with you today.
Yes, I'm a damn sight poorer, but yes, it's been a pleasure.
I imagine she's actually drinking in the campaign as well.
You're cash poor but asset rich.
As you were talking, she poured herself a glass of whiskey, and it's just like, God, they won't leave.
We leave.
We're leaving.
for your day.
Take care now. Don't come again
Fer-
for a while.
Fergan counting the gold one by one as he's walking out.
Take
like
100
pour
gold
it
each,
into-
by the way.
I pour it into my hand and just like jiggle my hands really hard, and then like the coins fall through one at a time. Just a little digital readout comes up on my face screen.
You're a money counter.
Yeah.
Yeah, take 100 gold each, and I'll put the other 100 in the pot.
Okay.
Thanks, Sugar Daddy.
Don't say that.
So,
We head over to Barthen's.
Yeah.
As you get to Barthen's, the door is open. You walk into the shop. There doesn't appear to be anyone there.
Hello.
And then knock really hard on the desk.
Hello?
We're looking for Barthen.
He's not in.
Where is he?
He's, I think, trying to earn the 50 gold by chipping away at the ice on the townmaster's house. He's a bit, he likes his money.
Yeah, that seems
Sounds about right, yeah.
From around the corner comes the young girl that you knew also worked at the shop. She comes out to the counter. Oh, I know you lot.
Hello.
I thought you were all dead.
Nope. It appears the rumours of our death were greatly exaggerated.
Well, not.
Aren't you relieved?
Yes. I didn't like that Barthen had sent you to the boats.
No. Neither did I.
He was a bit lacking on information.
Well, yeah, and there's a small child with you as well. I thought it would have been quite dangerous.
The small child was fine. It's this one that had a hard time of it.
What one?
The big one.
The one with all the shark bites on him.
There's arcs of it everywhere.
Ooh. And as she kind of like checks out your body and all the shark bites, you can see her blush a little bit. What can I do you for?
We brought back some treasure from the sunken ships.
I have been allowed by Barthen to deal with it. If you did return, he wasn't very hopeful, but you have, which is good.
Excellent. We've come back with this mermaid statuette, which we think is worth about 300 gold, and these 2 pearls, which we think are worth about 200 gold each.
Okay. Roll a persuasion check.
Mm-hmm. Persuasion.
And this leather armor that's worth
21.
21.
Yeah.
I don't think he's given that much money for me to haggle with. Let me just check.
Well, why don't you tell me what he's given you, and I'll give you an idea of how much of this wondrous bounty we can sell to you.
300 gold.
Well, maybe we could let you have the mermaid statuette for that much. We could even throw in the leather armor we found, which is new and pristine and good.
It's not.
No, it isn't.
I can see it.
Yeah, but it's still worth something.
The mermaid statue is very pretty, though.
It is.
Just don't smell the armor.
Oh, I wasn't going to.
a dunk in the ocean. It's fine.
Fishy.
Yeah, now it smells a bit fishy. Yes.
We're gonna sell a mermaid statue.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. We'll hand over the mermaid statue.
Thank you. You remember how much I said it was worth, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Just checking.
Mhm.
Just checking.
Shouldn't have left a child in charge, should he?
Was that the full 300 you said?
Well, yes. This. Look at it. It's fine work. This statuette.
All right then. She hands over the large pouch of cash.
I tell you what. You've done such a good job haggling that I'm going to throw in one of these pearls.
Oh, thank you.
As a loyalty gift.
Thank you so much.
Because Artens has been so good to us.
Thank you.
And thank you as well.
Nothing
Have a
to
lovely
do-
day.
Nothing to do with feeling slightly guilty that you might get this girl in a lot of trouble.
Don't know what you're talking about.
And she smiles, wishes you a lovely day as well, and very reverently kind of holds the statue and the pearl and kind of takes it into the back room.
1 pearl.
Don't suppose Linny will be happy if we walk in and go, I got 1 more pearl fish. So she's locked that door by now.
Let's keep the last pearl for a rainy day.
Yeah,
Yeah. I'll hand out 100 gold each again then.
Thank you.
cool. Are we going to help them smash this ice or what?
Do you
I don't
care
know.
about getting him free?
I mean, I feel it's a little callous to leave them all working so hard on it, but at the same
Yeah.
time, if we're the ones who break through and we take the 50 gold that could have been won by some down on their luck villager, I don't know that we'll be very popular.
No.
Why don't we just go and hang out near the manse and make sure that the reward is paid duly to the person who earns it?
Or we could, help them clear a bit of it, but not breach the door.
Yes, that seems fair.
Make sure Barthan's at the fucking back.
Sounds like an idea.
Yeah, we're gonna go and help them start clearing by the door.
Okay. As you make your way then back to the Townmaster's Hall, you can see that Barthan is kind of there in the crowd, trying to stay as close to the front as he can and kind of directing everyone else's efforts. You can see everyone kind of grumbling at him as you arrive. Just off to the side, surveying everything though, is Toblin, the proprietor of the Stonehill Inn.
Yes.
And he's holding a tray then of drinks. And you can see a small pile of cash on one side of the tray. He hasn't made these drinks for the crowd out of the kindness of his own heart. He's still charging them as they come up to slake their thirst.
Good afternoon, Toblin.
Hello there, boys. You alright?
Dragon attack, is it?
Looks like...
Did you see him?
No, I was in pub.
What's all going on here then?
Well, I've got 50 gold for the man who lets his eminence out, haven't I?
Well, or the man who opens the door through which his eminence will then not walk.
That's about the long and short of it, yeah.
Yeah. That's I surmised.
You're quite intuitive for a small boy, aren't you?
Yeah, an admirable trait in a mayor, I think. Don't you agree?
I would, yes.
Yeah, sort of trait a leader should have. Being intuitive, perceptive, persuasive,
How's the adventure in life been keeping you?
charismatic. Oh, fantastic! Look at all Craig's new scars.
They say some people do love a good scar.
Well, you know what we say, Toblin. What we're always saying to you: any fight with a shark that you walk away from is a good fight with a shark.
Wouldn't you swim away from a fight with a shark?
Be
Yes,
a land shark.
but once you get to shore, you then walk away from it.
Hang on, his eyes go wide at Craig's words. Land shark? Other things as land sharks?
We live in a
Don't go near the
fantastical
binge
world.
chocolate.
He kind of looks around at the fields. You're pulling my leg. There's no bloody such thing as a land shark.
Now, Toblin, would we do that to you?
I gotta give him a big slap on the back and laugh.
There is, as a matter of fact, though, there's a dragon around here, so I don't think the land shark should be the peak, the crest of your worries.
Well, no, because there's dragons. They're loud and big. You can see a dragon coming mile off.
You can see a land shark coming because their fins stick up above the rows of corn.
Mhm.
Oh, so are they that big?
No, but they move along the top. It's hard to explain.
But why would they? I've always wondered that about sharks as well. Why would they always go to the top of the water and advertise the fact that they're coming?
Well, most of their prey is under the water, so they can't see the fin above the water.
I suppose. So a land shark, because most of their prey's above the water, it'd be easier to get away from one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yes. I mean, with that kind of quick thinking, Toblin, a land shark will be no match for you.
So I'm gonna put pay to any business now for the next hour, while you lot can explain to me exactly what I need to look out for and what to do in the situation a land shark turns up.
Should we leave this to the boy and go help with the ice?
I think you should deal with it exactly the same as if a dragon shows up. We're going to go and help. Well, I'm not going to be very much help. We're going to go and help with the ice.
Well, there's quite a lot of money going to the people who get through the door. I don't think they're
We're
gonna...
not going to breach the door. We have more tact than that.
And how
We're going to pick someone to help.
Oh, you're gonna... Well, good.
Tell me, Toblin, who in the crowd of concerned citizens over there is most
Deserving.
needy and deserving of this 50 gold prize? Who would use it the best?
Oh, that's a bit tough. Who would use it the best?
And by that, he doesn't just mean spend it at your pub.
That is an important clarification. Sidestep, you're very wise.
So it's not Barthen then.
No, not Barthen.
Anybody but.
Think the exact polar opposite of Barthen.
I suppose who would use it for best, who would use it for the good of all of Fandlin, would be Sister Grail. But I don't think she's here. In that crowd, though, I suppose there'd be Ander.
Ander?
He's one of the assistants over at Barthen's. Elmer don't treat him very well. He's Thistle's brother. Have you met Thistle?
I'm not sure.
I don't think we have. Wait.
Who's Thistle?
Thistle was
I take it it's the girl in
Thistle
the
was
shop.
the
yeah.
girl that you just conned for
Ah.
300 gold.
I mitigated that. Oh yes, we have
Right.
Thistle working.
Can you point Ander
Yeah,
out in the crowd?
As he points, then you see quite close to the front, quite a strapping young lad, maybe about 15, 16, but quite muscled from carrying around boxes and doing hard labour for Barthen for as long as he could possibly have been. As soon as he came of age, he looks a bit knackered at the moment, but he is one of the only ones still going at it strong, swinging with his pick, trying to get through the ice. He's in fact the only one who's been clever enough to go straight to the front door, and is not one of the other idiots chipping away miles away from the front door.
I'm gonna just say to Fergus then, I'm sure Barthen could answer some questions for you, and just nudge him in the way to just go and piss Barthen off. I'm just gonna wade to the front and
I'll
get
follow
beside
behind
Ander.
and give him a hand.
Yeah.
As I walk past towards Barthen. I'm gonna just go, Ander, he's our man. If he can't do it, no one can, and give him bardic inspiration as well.
Okay, cool. So you're giving Ander bardic inspiration, yeah?
I am indeed.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Okay.
And then I will go and start distracting Barthen.
Okay. As you walk up, then Barthen is shouting, "Go on, Ander. You can have 10% of the winnings. Go on, Ander. You can do it." And he looks down as you
Mr.
approach
Barthen,
him.
I didn't learn very much maths, but what's 10%?
Well, after handler's fee is about 5 gold.
But the person who breaks through the door is supposed to get 50 gold. Why would he get 5 gold for breaking through to the door when he's supposed to get 50 gold?
Because you see, it was my idea to go for the door.
Barthen, that seems like a pretty obvious idea.
Tell that to Ander. He was over at the corner of the building there.
Was he?
Well, as he was on his way to the door, yes.
Barthen, are you being dishonest?
No, I am supervising a member of my staff.
Seems like you're trying to skim the money that he's going to earn for himself and keep most of it for Barthen.
You didn't
At this point, I'm at the front and just smashing the hell out of the ice.
you didn't come to any harm under the water then.
No, thankfully. Gosh, it was very dangerous, Barthen. I don't think you fully apprised us of how dangerous it was going to be.
Roll me a strength check, Craig.
That is a 18.
Okay. So, you stand next to Ander, swing with your axe, and impacting at almost the same point that Ander has been chipping away at, you can now see with your heavily muscled arms, you cause a much
He sees with his arms.
Yeah. See with your arms.
Fucking hell, barbarians just built it.
Having used your heavily muscled arms, then you can now see you are doing much more
Like a
damage.
Resident Evil eye.
Much more damage with each swing than Ander.
Weak spot.
But you want to hold off and let Ander break through?
Yes.
Yeah.
He wants that 50 gold now, doesn't he?
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't have heard the conversation with Barthen. If I had heard the conversation, I'd have just put the door through and given him 50 gold. But I wouldn't have heard the conversation, so I'm gonna get it to the point of breaking. I give Ander a good shove through the door for the last hit.
Okay. Going back to Barthen and Fugan then. I didn't undersell how dangerous it was. I told you there were some wrecks near a creepy old light mill. And you went there and found some stuff, I'm assuming.
You would be assuming right.
Have you been to the shop already and dealt with Thistle?
Yes, indeed we have. She was an expert negotiator. We wanted 600 gold for the items that we brought back, and she haggled us down to only 3.
You can see in the beginning when you said expert negotiator, he's got like a smug kind of grin on his face. But as you continue talking, the grin kind of falls away, and he's now slightly worried, knowing that 300 gold was all he gave her, and is wondering what she purchased. But at that moment, Fugan, you do hear an almighty crack that continues into many kind of like a rhythmic crunching as you turn, and everyone turns to see ice kind of spiderweb, or cracks in the ice kind of spiderweb up the front of the building. And Craig, you hold off on that last swing.
Little nudge.
You give Ander a little nudge as he swings. It almost goes wide, but he just manages to get it in, and a massive slab of ice then falls from the front of the building.
Just managed to get it in.
Yeah. Falls away, landing at your feet, and you both kind of skip out of the way as it slides past down the steps. And the door is free.
Oh wow, Barthen. Look, Anders managed to break through to the door while you weren't even supervising him.
Everyone starts cheering Anders' name. And he's very, very... He gets like hoisted on the shoulders of a couple of the other...
I am picking him up as well.
Yeah. And Barthen looks at you, Fergus. Looks at Craig. Looks at Sidestep with his bow. Ander did very well.
He did. I'm going to give Barthen 10 gold and say, but a foreman is crucial to any kind of group effort like this, and you should be appreciated for it.
Well, thank you very much, young man. I suppose Ander can keep his winnings. There's not many places a boy like him would spend them. Except my shop, of course.
Oh, the pub.
That's true. It benefits the economy of the town.
Can't drink in pub. We don't get much time off for drinking in pub. Well, I suppose he can have a break. I'll see him 10 minutes after his lunch is over. Pleasure, as always.
As always,
And he
Barthen.
wanders off back to his shop.
I want to kill Barthen.
He's not a crab.
Dublin walks over.
Can't just kill him.
The crab was nicer. I mean, what crab?
I've got crab on the menu tonight, boys, if you want some.
Looks like crab's back on the menu, boys.
Were you not talking about food?
Yes, we were talking about food.
I've got some lovely crabs then.
Not as nice as the one we had.
Where do you get those?
Well, a lot of the townsfolk who don't take too kindly to crab will say from my wife, but those are just vicious rumours. It's actually from the trappers who came through quite recently.
I see. Trappers, yes. No, that makes sense, of course. Fresh seafood. Approximately.
Couple of days, but
Approximately fresh seafood.
they were alive when they got here. They kept them in a big bucket of water.
Yes, I think that's how you do it with crabs, but not land crabs.
What?
Don't mind.
Land crabs?
Don't mind the boy. He's just.
Goblin's never leaving this village.
He's never leaving his fucking house. He's gonna be more scared than the town master is. Anyway, we should go and say hello to the town master and pay our respects now that he's free and can come out and wander around and spend time among his loyal townspeople here.
Oh, we won't be coming out.
Then why did he need the door open?
Because it's the only exit to his house.
But he doesn't intend to exit his house, Tomlin.
Oh, aye, but if the dragon returns and tries to get in through roof, then he's coming out front door.
I see. But last time the dragon came, it tried to seal the entire front, it looks like. Didn't try to get in through the roof.
I suppose he's probably hoping that don't happen again.
Hope springs eternal.
Town Master's not very clever.
No.
I've
That is
walked
apparent to some scholars as
Ander
well.
over at this point.
And he kind of like nudges you surreptitiously, Fergan. It might be town needs new master, eh?
I've been saying something to that effect.
You said it to me. You said it to me.
Yes, I did.
Or was that dream?
No, that was me. I said that.
No, that did happen.
You promised us your vote, remember?
I promised that I would consider it. Oh
Yes,
no!
you could
Wait,
sit-
you found out about me cooking the books. No,
Yeah.
I promised you my vote.
Yep. Yes, you did. Because of the corruption.
You know something
And
I
the
didn't.
Landsharks.
You know something I don't think I've told you about.
Go on.
That dragon.
Yes, do tell.
Pretty big reward for that dragon.
Oh, is
I'd
there?
come back over by this point with Anders to make sure he gets his 50 gold.
Maybe Anders will kill the dragon.
I doubt it. That boy don't know difference between dragon and cow.
He doesn't know difference between big sheet of ice and cow, and he still managed to defeat the big sheet of ice.
I know, but you send him up against dragon, he'd probably try milking it.
Could be that White Dragon has some sort of valuable milk with magical properties. Could be that that's the could be that that's the wisest course of action. Probably not.
I'm not the cleverest man in the world, but I doubt it.
Dublin, I think you should pay this man his winnings.
Oh, of course. And he takes the small pouch out.
Calling him thick as he's standing there.
Starts kind of like thumbing through the cash that was on the tray as well, and then pushes that into the bag. That's definitely 50 gold now. And then hands it to Anta.
I was just about to say, better count it to make sure it is 50 gold.
If it's not, you can always come round pub and I'll be sure to sort you out with the rest.
It's so bold of you to assume that Anders can count to 50 from what I've heard.
Anda's kind of like just beaming and smiles, walks off, and starts like surreptitiously counting the money. But as you see him walk off, he's taking one coin out, and like one, putting it back in, taking another coin out, two, putting it back in, taking another coin out, three.
Surprised Toblin hasn't just cut the hole in the bag at this point.
So I've got a quest of sorts. If you're interested.
Yes, of course we're interested, but you were saying about the bounty for the dragon, how much?
Well, as you know, with dragons, they've kept quite a lot of the gold. They've been raiding, stealing from everyone about round these parts.
Everyone about around here these parts.
Aye, Fandlin,
Mm-hmm. Yep, Fandlin and the parts around it.
Carneybury and such.
Yep.
What were we talking about?
How much the bounty on the dragon is?
Oh, right, the dragon. I'll tell you what. If you can bring proof that dragon's dead, there's 1,000 gold in it for you.
1,000 gold.
Is that-
And as long as you don't advertise fact, you can keep everything dragons hoarded.
Now, you say 1,000 gold. Is that an actual 1,000 gold, or are you 1,000 gold?
No, 1,000 gold. Well, alright, 100 platinum. It's not actually 1,000 gold if you want to get right down nitty gritty, but it's 100 platinum.
Where'd you get 100 platinum from? Isn't platinum quite a rare currency?
Aye.
Most of the people in this town, 50 gold for breaking into the master's house was a life-changing, drop everything, don't worry about the damage the dragon did to our own houses kind of amount of money.
Oh, aye. Most people in town, but not town master.
Doesn't that make you angry, Toblin, that everyone in this town will drop what they're doing immediately and go to perform hard labor for what the town master considers disposable pocket change.
Well, you see, young man, I'm what the town calls a pragmatist. And townmaster
What do you
can't
consider
count.
that word to mean?
Well, townmaster can't count, and I'm in charge of his finances.
Yes, I understand.
Now, I'm
Still-
not a learned man. Can't read me no books or nothing. But I can count.
Yes, we have noticed that about you.
Anyway, did you want quest?
Yes,
If you've got one.
I suppose.
we love quests.
Well,
What do you have in the no sharks variety?
There's a land shark.
well, there's that Don John Raskin in pub. He's still wanting to be escorted to Mountain's Toe
He's
Gold
still
Mine.
here.
Well, yeah, no one's escorted him to Mountain's Toe Gold Mine.
All the adventurers left, didn't they?
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of them never came back, so I don't think they left so much as died horrible deaths.
Tragic.
Well,
Happens.
exactly. You've been to Butterskull Ranch.
We have.
Mm-hmm.
You got Don John. Wants to go Mountain's Toe.
Mountain's Toe.
And then there's always Loggers Camp in Neverwinter Wood.
Loggers Camp in Neverwinter Wood.
I told
What
you
was the
about,
deal there?
I'm sure I told you about Townmaster's brother wanting supplies.
Yeah, oh yes,
Yeah, it
the
was to take
Townmaster's
supplies
brother.
to him, wasn't it?
Well,
Sounds like someone I'd.
half brother.
Sounds
mo-
like.
Sorry, you carry on.
I was going to say that he sounds like someone we'd rather not deal with. Is the Townmaster's half brother more like the Townmaster, or more like whoever the other half was?
That there is a difficult question.
I'm what they call in the town a philosopher.
Oh, one of them. Well, I suppose Tybor, he's alright, I suppose. He's quite nice to his workers. They all get paid round about the same. Round about the same as him, I mean.
Now, he doesn't have any ambitions to be the new leader of this town, does he?
No, he prefers it out in Wales. If he could build a town in Forest, probably want to be townmaster of that.
I like him already.
So what do you fancy?
You mentioned the word forest, so I'm saying Loggers.
Yeah, I was going to say, Nicky's eyes twitching. Forest?
First? We got his first? my favourite terrain?
Yeah,
What direction were the two in? What direction is the gold mine in?
Well, Mountain's Toe's about 15 miles northeast.
Northeast.
Yeah, and what direction is the Loggers Camp in?
Well, if you go north towards Neverwinter Wood, find the river just inside the border of the woodland. You'll want to follow that west. There's a massive logging camp on the river.
Northwest, then.
Thereabouts.
How far?
Okay.
Neverwinter Wood's about over the terrain, I suppose about 2 days from here. 30-40 miles, depending on which part of the wood you enter.
Maybe we could do both. Maybe we could escort Don John Raskin over to the Mountain's Toe Mine and then turn and go directly west from there.
Sounds like a
By
plan.
the river, then, is it? Yeah.
Tell you what then, if you're planning on doing both, you could always check on someone for me.
Who do you need checking on?
Well, what it is, I've got a friend up in Neverwinter Wood.
Mm.
His
Does
name's...
he owe you money, Toblin?
No, he's an actual friend. He's saved my life once.
Oh, wow.
From some dire wolves.
Didn't expect you to be such a sentimentalist.
Well, there is a debt of honour that you got to keep till a man saves your life.
There's a beating heart within that chest, Toblin. I knew it.
Well, a beating heart that realises a debt of honour doesn't actually, mean any money has to exchange hands.
There we go. There's the
Taps the
Toblin we
side
go
of
and
his
love.
nose. But a debt of honour nonetheless. It's, apart from Logger's Camp, it's one of only real safe havens in Neverwinter Wood. So if you get in good with Falcon, you've got probably quite a nice place to rest in his hunting lodge.
Falcon, you say?
Aye. It's, if you're going northeast first, if you go straight north from Mountain's Toe, find the river inside Neverwinter Wood, travel west, you'll probably get Falcon's Lodge before you get Logger's Camp.
Is Falcon much of a fighter?
Not so much of a fighter, I suppose. He's more of a his sort, and he nods towards Sidestep.
I guess what the reason I'm asking, I wanted to know if maybe he has any kind of signature moves, like a
punch.
like a kick or like a punch that he's named after himself.
No. Don't use his hands for nothing but skinning.
Disappointing. Maybe we'll teach him his own punch.
No, what is with Falcon? He sent word a while back that he really fancied a bottle of wine. So I've had this bottle of wine sitting behind bar waiting for him to come in. He's not come in. So I was thinking perhaps you could go take it to him for me.
Toblin, this is the side quest we've ever accepted. Well, do it, you beautiful bastard.
You'll see a small kind of speech bubble appear in the top corner of your vision. You have acquired one bottle
Toblin
of wine.
will remember this.
One bottle of wine, dash, quest item. Well, come back, pub. Pick up Don John and I'll get that bottle of wine.
Lead the way.
Yeah.
And he wanders back to the pub. You can see that the crowd is pretty much... What?
Do we want to go to that Shrine of Luck to sell that book first?
Yeah, but that's here in town. We can do that.
It is north on the way out of town.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. You get back to the pub. He goes behind the bar, holds the bottle of wine, takes the bottle of wine out and hands it to you. I'll just go up to his room and get Don John down.
Bottle of wine acquired. This is the most important thing we will ever do.
Okay.
I'm going to write it on the list.
Bottle of wine, brackets, quest item. We go and try and sell the bottle of wine to Bathan, and for some reason he won't take it.
I'm so glad that I didn't pick my alcoholic dwarf character. Because that bottle of wine weren't making it. Not fun.
We would have had to buy several bottles of whiskey so that we could distract you from the bottle of wine.
You hear them.
I would have taken the wine.
As you walk, as a few minutes after he pops upstairs out of sight, you hear some loud footsteps. And walking down the stairs, you see a large, very tall and wide gentleman. He is in what would normally be very finely cut clothes. However, all of the materials seem wrong. So instead of kind of velvet and brocade, his dinner jacket you can see is made of whale skin. and is trimmed with kind of seal fur. He's got a fur cap on in white. I think it may have been like a winter wolf or a snow fox at some point.
Shock.
Better not have been a wolf.
Huge bushy grey beard. And he kind of he turns to you and his eyes light up. Gentlemen!
Well, is this the famous Don John Raskin of which we've heard so much?
You've heard of me already. Wonderful!
Woof.
Almost. Almost. Are you the fine chaps who have been employed to take me to the mine that will make me my millions?
Yes, we are.
Wonderful. Let's have a drink before we go. Barman! And then
Open the bottle of
you see...
Oh god, no, that's a quest item.
You see Toblin kind of... You haven't seen Toblin up until now, but he kind of peers out from behind Don John, who fills the entire stairway. I'll be right with you now, as soon as I can get behind bar and behind this illustrious mountain of a man I see before me. Curse good barkeep! And he turns and kind of allows Toblin to squeeze his way through, and he kind of slaps his back and almost knocks him down the last 5 steps.
Toblin, if I ran my business the way you run yours, I wouldn't be so careless with phrases like behind bar.
And having just met Don John Raskin then, as it is coming up to 9:30, I think we're going to take a quick break there. Because now
Brian needs to go and have like some soothers or something to to prepare his throat to continue talking in that voice.
No, now I know where you're going. I need to change the battle map, because up until now I had absolutely no fucking idea what you were going to decide to do.
You still don't.
Good point. But yes, thank you for sticking with us so far. Those who are watching, please come join us or stick around. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. Catch you in a bit. Hello!
I'm hurting Bryce's feelings by talking about other DMs.
No, that wasn't what it was. But we've been ages. So yes, hello. Welcome back to episode 7 of Dragon of Icespire. Where we left off, you had just been introduced to Don John Raskin, an overseer of the Mountains Toe mine that you were to escort to his new mine to find out why... Or you discovered in conversation with him over drinks that the reason being was because the mine was owned by a merchant conglomerate in Neverwinter, and it had unfortunately not received any profit or any materials in quite some time. So Don John Raskin had been sent to find out what was going on with this mine. Very quickly discovered, Don John is a no-nonsense kind of sort. Well, unless it's his own nonsense.
I was going to say some nonsense.
Unless it's his own nonsense, which, if any of his stories, as he regales you, are to be believed, he should be a level 20 adventurer. Mm-hmm. But you discover, as lunch is being served, some of the other people now dining in the inn, and you entered at about 9:30 in the morning. That it is quite difficult to stop John talking.
John.
Talking.
John!
At some point. But yes, that is where you find yourselves now. There was this time with this great bloody giant white whale. Huge it was, size of a blue whale.
Right.
But it was white.
Mm-hmm.
And I had that thing by the chin.
Chin.
They have chins, they're mammals.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, what are we talking about?
Whale.
No, the mine.
Oh, the mine.
When are we getting to this mine then, chaps? It's only 15 miles away. We'll be there in an hour. Let's run.
Well,
We've got
the horses.
We've got horses. We'll ride the horses.
Bloody
You
brilliant. Let them do the running for us. We can relax. And I can tell you some more stories.
We've only got
Is
two
this guy
horses.
Boris Johnson?
No, I'm Don John Raskin.
Sean Valjean Raskin. We've only got two horses.
No, we bought the third, remember?
We've only got three horses. Did you happen to bring a horse here with you, Don John?
I have a horse.
I bet she's a magnificent beast.
No, she's a knackered old bitch.
I see.
Well, she started out quite young, but trying to carry someone with my personality.
It'd be quite trying, I guess.
She'll get us where we need to go. Might not survive the trip, but good eating.
Okay. Shall we go? Then?
Yes, let's bounce, chaps.
Woof.
We'll head out to the horses.
Why are you all smiling so much?
We need to make
Sidestep's not smiling. Sidestep's not smiling.
I'm just charmed by your lust for life, Don John. Your joie de vivre.
I have a great lust for life, but a much
Yes.
bigger lust for women and food.
I'm 9. I mean, I'm 9. I don't know if you knew that, but I'm 9 years old.
Oh, you're actually 9. You don't just
I'm a little
look
boy.
9.
Nope, I'm a full-on little small child.
Well, you're a little kind of metally wood puppet that moves on its own.
Puppet.
Well,
Hey, have you seen my dad? He's a gnome. He wears only purple and he does magic. He's very famous. You would probably remember him.
I should have realized a magical gnome was the one who whittled you.
No, actually, I was made by. Have you heard of Bahamut the Platinum Dragon?
Now, my boy, I've been known to tell a big fish story. But that
Or a
one,
big mammal story?
but that one, my friend, that one, I'm gonna need to write that one down.
Have you heard of my dad, Fergen von Fergen? He's a very famous adventurer, and he once did a great service for Bahamut, who granted him a boon, and he asked for a son, as he'd never been able to have one. And that's me. I'm the son.
If you tell that story again, you might want to make the names slightly more believable. Make them a bit more, of the people. Like
You don't
John
think Fergus-
John Raskin.
You don't think Smergen von Smergen is my dad?
Was his name Fergen von Really? Really? And he looks at the other two of you. You've met this Fergen von Smergen?
Smergen von Smergen? I'm Fergen Smergen.
Perhaps we should...
Go with it.
Yeah.
You go outside, get on your horses.
Gosh, I
Perhaps
hope
I should-
nothing. I hope
Perhaps I
nothing
should
bad
scout
happens.
ahead, guys.
Yes, you should. I hope nothing bad happens to us on the trip because Don John Raskin's been talking shit about my mommy.
Your mommy?
Yes, Bahamut. The Platinum Dragon.
The god of the metallic dragons.
Yes, Mum. Mother. Mama.
Right. Well, I'm very sorry for insulting your mum. I
hope we don't end up being very sorry about it. That's what I'm concerned about.
I once knew a young tabaxi lad. Strange boy. Said his father was a paladin of the Bahamut.
What was his name?
The tabaxi lad or his human father?
Both.
Tabaxi lad, I think. I don't know, milk, cream, something like that. His father was an old member of the council of Waterdeep. Tarbor Knight something. Hill, Fall, can't remember.
Oh, the name rings a bell. Is he from Greenest Restcrest?
Ah, that's the one! Down south.
Always nice to throw in inside jokes to a campaign that only a third of the people involved are in.
Sorry. But yes, you get on your horses. You wanted to scout ahead?
Just to get out of range of his voice.
You don't want to be the... okay, alright, cool.
That's a long way ahead.
Okay. So you scout ahead. And as you trot forward out of the town, looking behind you just to keep them in seeing distance, you do notice just inside the woods.
Go on.
Sorry, you do notice just inside the woods. You can see like a temple. Looks to be built quite haphazardly from misshapen, or mischosen pieces of stone, but it seems quite untouched by the forest around it. You gonna carry on?
No, I'll wait for the others to catch up, so...
Okay.
I bet you hear us coming.
I've joined in with Raskin now, and I'm saying the size of this shark. All the bites.
What did you say his name was?
Daggermore.
Ah, see. Probably my old nemesis Swordmore's younger cousin. But, again, their granddad, Spearmore, he was a bastard. But I felt him as well.
This is an amazing coincidence, because my dad, Smurgen von Smurgen, fought a shark once called Great Axemore.
Strangely enough, as the conversation continues, it appears now that Don John is enjoying the game. And as you batter back and forth these ever more wild stories, his smile just gets bigger and bigger, and he starts laughing at his own jokes. He starts laughing at everything you say. And apart from his voice, he becomes quite a pleasant travelling companion as you slowly make your way out of Fandlin. But then when you eventually catch up with your friend, Sidestep, who was stopped. Sidestep?
Just point him to the temple, then say, do you want to sell that book?
Yes.
Gotta make a quick stop, Don John.
That's fine, I'm enjoying the day. You chaps go ahead, I'll wait here in the clear.
So maybe take the opportunity for a quick piss before we head out, but try not to start any new rivers with it.
I've got a bag.
Okay, I'm going.
Bag of piss.
No, and he points basically to a wine skin he's got strapped to the saddle just next to his crotch.
Has he catheterized himself?
No, and as you walk away, he starts to kind of unbuckle his breeches, and he's just gonna pop the end.
I'm swapping that wineskin with a different one later.
I'm glad he's not coming into the temple.
Cut the place down.
But into the temple.
As you make your way into the woods, then, The temple is quite small. It's only about 1 story tall. But it's quite wide and encompasses almost the same kind of floor space as the Stonehill Inn did. And as you make your way around, not seeing any windows or doors on the side you approach from, you eventually round yourself or come round to a door that is more of an archway. And looking at the construction of this building, it appears you've seen a great many travelling through farmland dry stone walls. It appears that the entire structure has been made using the kind of dry stone wall construction method. There is no binding material between any of these stones. But they all appear, even though they are all very different shapes and sizes, to have been placed in such a way that the only thing holding this place up could be luck and good fortune. And as you come to the door, stepping out from there is a very beautiful, impossible to tell how old she is, female elf. She stands there in very simple robes, clutching some parchment underneath one arm. And she smiles serenely at you all. Good afternoon.
Wow. Hello. You're very beautiful.
Thank you very much. I am Sister Grail.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Sister Grail. My name is Fergan Smurgan, and these are the Ferganeers.
And a wave.
There
I'm
is
purposely flexing as I'm waving as well.
There is a touch of the celestial about you. And she's staring straight at Fergan.
Moi?
You are not of this plane. Well, not originally.
Not originally.
You search for something.
Yes, my dad. Have you seen my dad, Smurgan von Smurgan? He's a gnome. He only wears purple. He's very famous. He's the strongest and bestest gnome ever.
I have?
Where is he?
Oh, not here. At least not for a very, very long time.
Oh. Where did you see him?
Many years ago. I believe I caught sight of him after some great victory. There was a parade in Waterdeep, I believe. And perhaps again then in Neverwinter. Before, obviously, the Troubles.
Yes, he was in a lot of parades.
I seem to remember your father in his younger days. Obviously not a parent then.
No, he did a great service for Bahamut, and Bahamut granted him a boon, and I'm the boon. I'm his son, and Bahamut the Platinum Dragon is my mommy.
As always, a pleasure to meet a child of the gods. Well met. And, from a child of one god to another, I wish you luck and good fortune in finding your father.
What god are you a child of?
We are all children of the gods that we worship. Well, not as much of a child as you are, but philosophically speaking.
I see.
Was there some service you would have of the Temple of... or...
I'm running for mayor. I wanted to know if I can count on your vote.
I don't so much go in for the politics of the town. As long as they ignore the temple, for the most part, and do not try and tax us. Because that would be very dangerous for them. And you can see her eyes kind of darken as she says the word dangerous. The air gets slightly cooler.
Okay.
Gonna take a step behind, sidestep.
Luck, of course.
Not flexing.
Luck, of course, as many of you know, can be both good and bad.
Yes, actually, I think the village is already having some pretty bad luck. I don't know if you're aware that there's a dragon around.
I've been told.
Can't help but notice that your temple seems to have been left alone. The town was attacked. That's lucky.
Was the town attacked?
Specifically, the town master's manse.
Bad luck, that. He's not a
Do you not like the town master very much?
Not a very nice man.
Well, then you should support my campaign from there because I'm going to replace it.
Tell you what. Turn the luck of the
No.
town. Turn the luck of the town around. Through your own deeds. And we'll see.
Well, that's certainly the goal. We got a book.
I am always interested in new knowledge.
I think it's a spell book.
Ooh.
Lenine thought you might be interested in buying it.
Absolutely. Let me see if it has anything I don't already know.
I'll hand it over to her.
Okay. She takes the book from you. Reads through it. Ooh, that is nice. Well, I've already got this, but I know someone who would find it quite
Flicking
handy.
through it. Need, got.
Yeah. It's like when someone hands you their Pokemon card folder and some of the holes are empty. Like, oh, ooh, shiny. I would certainly like to acquire this. How much were you wanting for it?
If I'm going to be completely honest with you, my lady, we aren't expert appraisers, and so we find ourselves at the mercy of your good favor and honest nature as to what it's worth.
And what you can offer.
I believe in equality. It would be unfair of me to try and con you out of anything.
Just that bad.
However,
He says from behind sidestep.
if you were
Ducking
to
down now as well.
donate this book to the temple, I would allow you the blessing of tomorrow.
What's the blessing of Tamora do?
Well, it inspires those blessed by the goddess Tamora to be luckier.
Do you think that my mommy would get jealous if I had the blessing of another god?
Bahamut is one of the elder gods. Above all. I'm sure above such pettiness as that.
It sounds like a good deal to me.
Very well. As you hand over the spell book then, she nods her head in thanks, and you can hear... Can any of you speak Elvish?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Craig, you hear gobbledygook.
Yeah. Nodding.
Fergan and Sidestep, you both hear a beautiful but short prayer to Tamora to grant you her blessing with luck and good fortune in your endeavours. You all gain inspiration.
Nice.
Not a bardic inspiration. On your sheet there is the box. Click on it and get the little kind of flashy symbol that basically gives you advantage on one roll whenever you think you might need it.
Cool.
Okay. I have much to do.
We wouldn't want to keep you from your business.
There are those slightly further afield than Fandlin who need to be made aware that the dragon is growing bolder and more active, and also need to be made aware of the goings-on in the town itself. Everyone roll me a perception check.
23.
Okay.
That's a nat one.
24.
Okay. Knowing then how much they recruit from the common folk of the land, and with the stories your father has told you, Fergan, Sidestep and Fergan both notice as she speaks of other people that she needs to tell of recent local events. She is rubbing absent-mindedly a symbol that she has tucked under the lapel of her robes, and it is the symbol of the Harpers. The Harpers are a scattered network of adventurers and spies who advocate equality and covertly oppose the abuse of power around the Sword Coast and in some realms beyond. You know that they aid the weak, the poor, the oppressed, and gather information throughout the land to thwart tyrants wherever they can. It appears she is wearing their symbol, though hidden, and it is made of an intricate lattice of gold and silver. Whereas, for the most part, most people are given Harper symbols in wood. It would appear Sister Garel is quite high up in the order.
Good to know.
And it's glazed over.
Again, I wish you luck and good fortune in all of your endeavors. I hope you return
And to
safely.
you.
And she steps back inside her temple.
Suppose we better go back to Don John then.
Yeah.
I like him.
He talks too much.
Get back on your horses then. Make your way out of the woods to the road, which is cut through this small woodland just outside Fandolin. Don John sees you all coming. Chaps! Wonderful! Let's go! On, Sheila!
Did you want to empty the bag of piss before we leave?
Already done!
Excellent. Why'd you pee in a... That does fine. Carry on.
Are you going to scout ahead again, Nick?
Not yet. We'll see how much I can take.
That's what she said.
I start saying to him, anyway, this crab was the size of a tavern.
And it was very aggressive. It was clear we were in serious danger. It was going to snip off our heads any moment.
Skirting then through the foothills of the Sword Mountains, you make it 10 miles in what is for some of you...
Oh, he was pretending to wander off into the sea.
...entertaining company. For one of you at least, who's as far away as you possibly can be while still keeping your compatriots in view. Not that enjoyable journey.
Detective Crab Eyes, that's what he had.
You get...
50.
You get to what you think was probably within about 5 miles of your destination. And a low ridge rises to your right, beyond which you can see the Sword Mountains scrape the grey sky. But closer in, something is strewn across the rocky ground, maybe about 90, 100 feet ahead. Well, isn't that something? And he points over, and as you follow to where he's pointing, there appear to be 6 dead orcs strewn across the ground.
Have they got heads on?
They have.
Oh, hey, that were me.
They are covered in
can tell.
frost. They're all clad in hide armor. Their great axes and javelins litter the ground around them.
Someone around here doesn't like orcs.
Should we do the usual? Take the great axes in the heads?
You say someone, I say White Dragon. Saved us some trouble, what? Ah.
Yes, although we still have the trouble of the White Dragon.
Yes, but surely... Not saying I've done it before, but I think I'll leave this one up to you chaps.
Did we tell you that we fought the dragon already?
Yes, you did.
Kicked its ass.
Yes.
With an evil crab on its back.
It's where you
Controlling the whole thing.
It's where you got the crab arms from.
Yes, the crab was...
They do grow back, you know.
The crab was the mastermind of the whole endeavor.
That's why you shot it in the face.
Yes, correct.
In battle, where it completely saw you coming.
That's exactly how I described it, and that's what
Yes,
happened.
I remember.
It attacked us first.
Yes, of course. You even tried to convince it that you were its friends.
Yes, we tried to encourage it to go back into the sea, but he wouldn't.
Could not be discouraged from its murderous rampage.
He said, "I'm going to kill you and everyone in Phandalin."
Then you are truly heroes of the village. He's also got a glass of whiskey from somewhere.
As this conversation's going on, I've got off the horse and cutting the orcs' heads off and putting them in a bag. How many orcs?
6.
Cool.
Try and cut their heads off in such a way that most of the frostbite is cut away, so that people don't think that we just found some orcs.
Have a couple of arrows in them so I can have my proof.
Yeah, instead of shooting, you just get it really carefully, just poof the arrow through the eye. one up a nostril, kind of thing. There you go.
Makes a kebab with 6 orc eyes on one arrow.
Okay. After this is done, you get back on your horses. 5 miles later, you approach and you find yourself almost suddenly out of nowhere in front of a cliff face as the trees break.
Oh no, not on the cliff.
You're at the bottom. You're already at the bottom of the cliff.
Cliffs are our only weakness.
Hidden amongst bushes that grow almost out of the cliff face itself, you can just see a tunnel burrowing into the foot of the cliff. Above the mouth of the tunnel is a wooden plank, and you can see on it the words "Mountain's Toe" carved into it in common.
Oh, here we go, Don John. We found your mine.
Everyone, roll me a perception check.
Worst roll of the night. 10.
13.
Also 10.
Okay. 13.
13, yeah.
Cool.
This was not the time. I feel like this was probably not the best time to roll lower perception.
Yeah.
Craig, you hear footsteps coming down the tunnel.
I'm gonna say someone's coming.
Okay.
Probably the welcome party for Don John.
Just get the bow ready, just in case.
I didn't think there was anyone here.
We should probably adopt defensive positions.
Okay. You're going to adopt defensive positions?
I've
Yes.
already got the bow ready.
Yeah.
Or Craig is going to adopt an offensive position? Okay.
Yeah, damn straight.
So as you ready
I'm on the
yourselves
horse,
with your
actually.
weapons then, out of the darkness of the cave, step 2 were-rats. Still in shadow, they stand there, peering out, letting their eyes adjust to the light. Hello?
Hello.
Good day.
Can we help you?
Is this the Mountains Tow Mine?
And the other one kind of taps her on the shoulder and points up behind them, and she looks. Yeah.
Excellent. We brought you your new foreman.
Oh. He wants to see the overseer then.
He's going to be the overseer.
Oh.
Where's the...
Then he needs to have
previous-
a conversation with the overseer then.
Why have I got images of Goblin Town from The Hobbit?
The previous overseer?
Current overseer.
Was the current overseer overseeing?
The mine? Hello? Points at
You
the sign
didn't seem
again.
100% certain that there was the mine a second ago.
There is.
Yeah.
We
What's
can
going on?
escort you.
Yeah, that sounds lovely. What's going on?
Mining?
If we go in there, are you going to kill us?
There's only two of us.
Are there more of you inside?
Couple?
Are they going to kill us?
No?
Inside
You're
check.
right.
As long as you don't attack them first, they might not kill you.
Might not.
I'm gonna ask Raskin, do you know anything about this?
This is not the mine I was promised.
Let me put this to you another way.
Chaps, come.
Yes, Don John?
Have you ever been employed as exterminators? Varmint killers, as it were.
Of a sort?
Could I
Seems
employ
like a
you?
low level sort of task.
Could I employ you as varmint killers?
Can you afford us?
Yes.
What's the rate?
Well, I'm pretty sure I can afford you, because I have a gold mine, you see.
Do you have means of getting gold out of the gold mine?
Currently, no.
Gonna have to see the colour of your coin there, Don John Raskin.
Well, if you kill the varmints, then I will.
Work now for pay later.
Yes?
Hmm.
You've
We
not
usually
spent
get
much
something up
time
front.
in Waterdeep, have you, boy?
Yes, I have actually.
Everyone gets paid at the end of the week for work they've done. This shouldn't even take that long.
Can I do an insight check to see if he actually intends to pay us?
Yeah.
It's going to take more than a week because you need to employ a bunch of miners and start, extracting the gold. And we'd like it to be turned into coins to pay us with. All of that
19.
takes time.
What was that, 19?
19.
Yeah, he's absolutely telling the truth. He will pay you if you do this.
Okay.
Well, anyway, so I think you were right that they're not going to kill us, your friends in there. No, I'm talking to the rat folk.
Ow! Yeah.
Yeah, but you were right in a different way than you expect. So, your friends are going to try to kill us.
No.
Yes, but what's going to happen is actually they're not going to succeed and we're going to kill all of them.
Why?
Because they're going to try to kill us.
No. Talk to Zelene.
To who?
Zelene.
Who's Zelene?
Zelene Von Aster.
Is he one of your friends?
The overseer.
The overseer of the mine that you didn't know about until very recently when you looked up at that sign.
I'm not a miner.
What's your job?
Guard.
Well, better take us to Zelene then.
I did offer.
Yeah,
Yep. We're taking you up.
I did, didn't I?
you did.
And her friend is just kind of like, yeah. You do good. You're doing great, sweetie. But they kind of just turn their backs on you and walk into the mine. The mine entrance is probably too short for you to ride your horses in.
I look at Sidestep. I'm like, well, their backs are to you. Are you gonna?
No.
Okay. Well, I guess we follow then.
Let's follow them in.
Okay.
Axe in hand.
Cool. Okay. So you walk in then. Takes you through a room. You can see corridors branching off to the right. Long way? Short way? Short way?
I want to keep a good eye out for any possible ambush whilst we're in here.
So everyone's on high alert.
Yeah.
Okay. She takes you to a fork in the tunnels. There is a long winding corridor leading off to the left, and a door straight ahead, which she opens with a key. The door swings wide. You can hear a lot more noise now that the door is open from the room beyond. And as you walk in, there is a large cave which kind of folds around to the left, and in the cave are strewn about, scattered around the place, pickaxes, shovels, other mining tools. You can also see 4 giant rats and 4 humans. Well,
I walk up to one of the giant rats and I say, Zeline, I presume. No, I don't.
No, there's 4 males and 1 female human. You can see she's quite small, skinny, very pinched features, long dark hair that looks very oily. Are you gesturing at the rats?
No, I'm trying to get Waffle to stop breathing directly into my face. I
imagine Sidestep's like slightly growling at the rats.
I ate a slightly obscene amount of food earlier. I feel quite peaky, and Waffle's breathing his disgusting dog breath right into my nose and eyes.
They all, as they stand there, take notice of you, but most then kind of back away into more defensive positions, and they take. Well, they're all of the men are in deference to the one woman in the room. And she kind of sits back on a load of boxes and sacks that you now, as you look at it, as your eyes adjust to the dim light, the boxes and sacks look like they've been built into some kind of throne. All right. How's it going?
Zeline, I presume?
Oh, they tells you my name then.
Yeah. They say you're the overseer of this mine.
I am. Who are you?
One of the escorts of the new overseer of this mine.
Don't need him.
How's the mining going?
Good. Yeah. Good.
What have you mined?
What do you mean?
I mean, what resources have you obtained
Gold,
by mining?
Obviously.
Where is it?
Hidden away from prying eyes.
What for?
So people don't pry with their eyes.
I see. What do you plan to use the gold for if you're just hiding it?
Buying stuff.
Like what?
Food.
What happened to the miners who were here before?
And they all kind of look at each other. It wasn't us.
Mm-hmm. Who was it?
They weren't here.
Yeah, were bits of them here?
Yeah.
Were they covered in like ice and stuff?
No. Why?
orcs wondered if they'd been attacked by a white dragon.
No. That's why we're here.
Because you've been attacked by a white dragon.
Yeah.
When?
Oh, while ago now. We've been here for a month or so, I think.
Little bit of a problem.
What?
The people that you found bits of here,
Yeah.
they don't own the mine, they were just working in it.
Yeah.
And the people who do own the mine expect a certain amount of gold to come out of it and arrive in their sort of coffers every now and then.
Yeah.
And so they sent a real big birdy fella who we left outside to work out why that's not happening and make sure it starts happening again.
Well, they can try. We're much better equipped at living in these tunnels than they were. Well, once we find the thing that killed the originals, because we already got forced out of one place, which is why we came here.
What killed him? Do you have any theories?
Theories?
Ideas?
Picture thoughts. Yeah, it's horrible, kind of buggy worm thing with claws and teeth and.
Got big pointy teeth. I see.
Did.
Where are you forced out from?
Big building, slightly further east, near a ruined village. Nice big gold bell. Some orcs and ogres kind of forced us out of it. We liked it there, but now we live here.
I've got good news for you.
What?
The orcs and ogres are all dead. You can go home.
Really?
Yep.
I want proof.
And I
Show
pull out
the
the
heads,
bag
Greg.
of orcs heads.
Yeah.
All right, roll me a persuasion check
Love to.
with. Well, you can do either or, persuasion or deception, because you're deceiving them that the orcs' heads are the ones from the
Yeah.
shrine, but you're
I'm rolling
persuading because
perception.
they're persuasion. You mean?
Persuasion, yeah.
Because you really did do it.
Yeah, we did do it.
Yeah.
The lie orc heads are just a prop for the persuading. Okay, well that's a 16. It's not a very good. Wait, did you say with advantage or disadvantage?
With
or anything?
advantage, yeah.
Oh, with advantage.
Oh, nice.
Very tasty. That is a 21.
Oh. Lovely.
There's no buggy wormy things with big pointy teeth there.
All right. Well, we could go back.
Mhm.
Because you see, we liked our old home.
Mm-hmm.
We also quite like the new one.
But there is a big buggy wormy thing with big pointy teeth that's definitely going to rip you all to shreds if you stay here.
Maybe.
And if the big buggy wormy thing with big pointy teeth, it doesn't rip you all to shreds, the big chunky fella outside who we escorted here is going to ask us to forcefully evict you, and then we're going to have to do a bunch of violence. And maybe we kill all of you, maybe you kill us, but we'll definitely get a couple of you first. It doesn't seem worth your while, is what I'm saying.
I don't think the owners of this mine are going to just let it go. I'm sure they'll just send more.
The type of people who own mines like this take it quite seriously.
if we were to return to the shrine now it's safe, we'd still obviously need some kind of money to be able to purchase the food that we need from traders.
Mm-hmm.
And this place does have a lot of money in it. Somewhere.
Presumably. Hidden away from prying eyes. Underground. Where the big wormy buggy thing with pointy teeth that will rip you to shreds is.
Yes, but we're very quiet. We'll eventually get
why don't I
around
give
it.
you an hour to go and get all the money you can find, and then you can go back to the shrine.
No, a week.
Meet you in the middle and say 2 hours.
You hear a deep rumbling from somewhere in the mine.
Maybe a fortnight.
Better make it quick. Time's running out.
You are negotiating incorrectly.
Don't think I am.
You are, because if we can't come to some sort of agreement in a sort of hours region rather than a week's region, Don John Raskin out there is going to tell me to come back in here and blow your head off your shoulders, and I will do that. And then you won't have any money, or a home, or a head.
I'm gonna knock an arrow just to make the point.
Roll an intimidation check. With advantage.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. That's very kind.
So
I rolled a natural 20 for a total of 26.
16 was mine.
You argue good.
I've been told that.
Can I have a private word?
Of course.
She kind of wanders off into one dark corner.
Blow ahead, no. Okay, I guess we'll join her.
Yeah.
Look, being the leader of, this lot, it takes a bit of, a bit of oomph, a bit of welly, a bit of respect. You know what I
see.
mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I leave without a little something,
Something.
yeah, I'm not going to stay leader very long.
If we blow your head off, you also won't stay leader very long.
But then one of them will be. And the Whiskered Gang, it's quite a quick turnover.
The Whiskered Gang.
Well, yeah,
That's you.
yeah.
What's your name?
Zelene.
Zelene. Yeah, I remember now.
Just a little bit of something. Just
Little bit,
something you can
Little bit.
spare.
little bit something.
Like a pretty bauble.
Get up.
What do you
I was
think?
going to say, pull out the pool.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Should give her the pearl.
Ooh, shiny.
That is a significant something.
Yeah, that'll do. I could stick it at the end of a stick. It'd be like a rod of respect.
Yes, rod of the speaking stick.
Yeah. Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pinch that.
Well, no, we're giving it to you.
Oh, no, I mean the name.
I'm giving you that as well.
Oh, thank you. But I'll tell them I pinched it.
Yes, you should
Yeah,
do that.
that's fine.
Very wise. I see why you're the leader around here, Zelene.
The rest of them just
Hand over the pill.
wanted to bite you and turn you so you'd want to stay anyway.
Yeah, it wouldn't have worked.
Well, not on you, but, the other two.
Clang. They would have hurt their teeth.
Yeah.
And as you can see, bigger things than your mates here have tried to bite Craig, and it didn't take.
Yeah, but I've never heard of a were-shark.
Yet.
I bet if you go out there and ask the guy standing outside the mine about it, he can tell you about a were-shark. I bet you that Pearl, he's got a story about a were-shark to tell you.
I'm not gonna bet this pearl. It's very, very shiny.
Makes sense.
I'll bet you
wouldn't
this
have
bit
either.
of string.
I don't want the string.
It's clean.
Call it a moral victory.
It is clean.
Yeah, sure. Go out there and ask him if he knows a story about a were-shark. You'll see.
We hand over the pearl. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well-
I've already crossed it out.
All right.
I'm sure we could have given her one of the 15 gold gems I've got in my pocket, but that's fine.
Right.
Lads,
Fine.
ladies, girls,
She points at the giant rats.
go fetch your sisters. We're off.
And the 4 giant rats run off further into the mine.
There goes the brains of the outfit.
Mm-hmm.
Pardon?
Sorry,
Pardon?
I didn't hear anything.
I thought you said something.
Nope.
You
Imagining
sure?
things.
We've got quite good hearing.
I had a frog in my throat.
You haven't got a
Boy's
throat.
trying to find his dad.
Yeah, have you seen my dad?
No.
I haven't described him to you yet.
Yeah, we haven't seen him, no.
He's about yay tall. Wears a lot of purple.
Is he a half-orc, an ogre, or a carrion crawler?
Nope.
Then no, we haven't seen your dad.
Well, no harm in asking.
Well, you don't want to talk to Bob over there, then? He doesn't like questions. There is harm in asking. Don't like them. They confuse him. He rats out and kills people.
Don't think he would.
He rats out, tries to kill people.
Yeah, that seems more likely.
It's been quite successful so far, but you guys look a little bit more snacky.
Tough to kill.
Yeah. Well, you would be. You're metal.
He'd hurt his teeth.
Yeah.
I
And
bet you don't have a dentist down here.
A what?
Exactly. Anyway, clear out.
Give us a second. Hang on, I can hear him.
And the 4 giant rats, you think the 4 giant rats you saw previously come back. Another 8 giant rats following them. And as Zelene kind of looks at her assembled gang, and you can see her kind of... And then she looks back at you. 1, 2.
3.
I wouldn't.
Really wouldn't.
Sorry?
You'll die first.
Think of it this way: you were driven out by the orcs and ogres from your home. We
killed
killed
those.
them all.
There were only 3 of us then as well.
And again, I'll just, put a bit of tension on the bow just to make the point again.
Okay. Alright.
Gotta make my eyes crackle with the glow.
Alright. We'll go back to the shrine. Check everything's still there.
Might be a bit of a mess.
Well, yeah. Orcs and ogres lived there.
Pleasure meeting you, Zelene.
Yeah, and you.
Oh, welcome the Short Rest Tavern raiding.
Hey!
for the raid.
Hey.
Thanks for the raid, guys.
Yeah, how lovely.
But yeah. Pleased to meet you lot as well.
Have a good day.
Good night, lads.
It was a
Night.
pleasure.
And they all start to file out slowly, backing away as they look at you. And you are left alone in the room. with all of the boxes, the sacks, the tools strewn about the place. There's about 4 different exits from this one room you can see. What do you want to do?
Go and get Don John Raskin, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell him. Well, obviously he can see we've cleared them out.
Okay. So you pop out then. Don John, kind of... You can't really see him as you get to the entrance, but after a moment, steps out of the woods. I saw them off, lads. They were all planning on coming back in and ransacking the place once more and stabbing you all in the back. But I ran them off.
I think planning is probably a pretty strong word.
Oh, I could hear them. The lengths they were ready to go to see you off. The horrors they were going to visit on your corpses.
As treacherous as a giant crab.
But exactly. That's even more treacherous, and the treachery the giant crab you told me about knew no bounds.
None.
But yes, I eventually saw them all off, killed a couple. But as you know, were-rat corpses dissolve into nothing when you kill them, taking all of their possessions with them also. So there's no evidence of anything I did. Unfortunately.
Gotta go,
Well,
good man, and slap him on the back.
Accept your unimpeachable word, Don John Raskin.
I thank you. So, is it empty? All dangers gone and dealt with?
There's something else down there.
What?
Haven't seen it yet. Big worm thing.
Well, I'm a bit tired after seeing off those were-rats, you see, lads. I couldn't possibly impose on you slightly further.
You want us to go in there and kill a big buggy worm thing with big pointy teeth?
If you would be so kind.
Being the future overseer, you wouldn't happen to have, I don't know, any maps on the mines as you were coming here?
No, but I'm sure there should be some. In
Okie
there.
dokie.
Okay.
Did you find the supply room, or
Yes, we did.
might be something in there?
Are you going to wait out here then?
If you don't mind, the damp air, it affects my old injury, especially when I've just been trouncing about the forest, seeing off the were-rats. I'm having a bit of a twinge in the old knee.
I take it you'll make sure they don't come back, right?
Absolutely.
Shin splints. There's yeah, no, I know some people who suffer terribly. Righto, well, I guess we'll go in, clear out your bug problem.
Thank you very much. I'll see you duly rewarded.
Jolly.
We'll head back in.
TTFN. And you leave him again once more outside the mine.
Mm-hmm.
Guess
Guess we'll
just
go-
breathing a sigh of relief to be away from him.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna like search the supply room, right, and see if we can find any maps or
Okay.
like journals or anything that say the buggy worm thing's down the 8th corridor on the left. You know, that sort of video game shit.
Okay.
Or any sign of the creature.
Well, as you search around then, not even going to make you roll for this. You search around the room, you do find 2 sacks hidden under a lot of debris. They appear to have been placed there quite carefully. Probably not by the were-rats. One of the sacks contains 10 fist-sized chunks of gold. Each chunk is worth about 10 gold pieces.
Mm-hmm.
The other sack holds 82 silver pieces, 450 copper pieces, and a strange pair of goggles.
Can I try the goggles on?
You absolutely can. Do you have dark vision?
I do not have dark vision.
Now you do.
As he's putting the goggles on, I'm trying to rope around him just in case. Holding the rope.
You can now see in shades of grey, but you can now see almost as if it's daytime, 60 feet in front of you.
I put them on and I immediately look at Sidestep and Craig and I'm like, is this how you see? Like everyone who's ever tried on a pair of glasses in their entire fucking life. Goggles of night, is it?
Yeah, you have found a pair of goggles of night.
Do you two mind if I keep these on account of I can't see in the dark and you can?
Go ahead. They look snazzy on you.
Don't they though?
His now almost completely featureless face, apart from the small emojis that he keeps popping up, now have 2 goggles fashioned almost like the eye markings of an owl. And it has almost as well in the middle a small beak fashioned after an owl, where you would suppose that his blank, featureless, warforged face should have a nose. But yes, you have found a pair of goggles of night. You have not, unfortunately, found a map. There is no map to be found in the supply room.
Yes.
Are there any markings around the tunnel of where this creature has come in or gone out?
There are. They're quite difficult to make out, but as you then go to all of the different exits, you do find one that says sleeping quarters and storeroom. You also then find another one that says gold storage.
Are we pocketing the golden coins that we found, by the way?
I've written them down.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's fine.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good.
We picked all that up.
Just wanted to check if we were morally, like, if we'd had any sort of moral discussion about whether we should steal from this mine.
Nikki is basically my character when we were playing Champions Return to Arms, just spinning around, looting everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take all.
I don't really have any moral qualms about stealing from a gold mine owner.
Let's be fair, this is probably what he was planning on paying us anyway.
Mm-hmm. Where are we going to go?
Yeah, but we don't have to tell Don John that we found this, though.
Nope.
Okie dokie.
You also find a sign that says Overseer's Office.
Oh, let's go in there.
Yeah, let's go to the Overseer's office.
Okay. We'll go there first.
Okay. As you make your way through the caves, then, you can see, as you go, scrawled into the walls, signs that update the directions you need to go in to continue on to your destination. You pass the sleeping quarters, the gold storage, and as you look up the corridor into the gold storage, you can see the door has been broken and taken away. From this distance, there appears to be nothing in that room apart from an empty, overturned kind of bin and 2 overturned wheelbarrows. It's already been sacked. You eventually come to a dead end. There is another one then, another sign that says Overseer's Office. Under the dead end, you can see it's collapsed. The ceiling is collapsed in. You can just make out 2 boots poking out from beneath the collapsed rock. And there are skeletal legs kind of sticking into them.
Oh no, the Wicked Witch of the East.
They're not ruby slippers.
They take the boots off him.
Durgan, take the femurs.
No.
As you make
I'm not
your way
concerned
then,
about a skeleton that's buried under a load of rubble.
as you make your way then right instead of left, because the dead end, you come into a slightly larger room. I would like everyone to make a perception check, please, because I'm assuming you're on alert.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ugh. 13.
Okay.
18.
16.
Okay. As you come into this larger room, then, you are not surprised when bursting out of the softer earth of the floor and crunching their way out of the wall, carrion crawlers pop into the room and attempt to attack you. Give me
Oh no!
a
Oh no.
moment.
Not combat.
There we go. Okay. When this decides that it wants to work. Which it will in a moment. Give me a second, sorry. I also, unfortunately, don't have any carrion crawler miniatures. I apologise.
Is it going to be an owlbear?
They are large creatures.
It's always an owlbear, isn't it?
No. Not always. That's okay. There we go. And
I don't have 6 fingers though.
cool. There we go.
Eco crab toy.
Okay. Give me a second.
The big bad of this campaign better turn out to be a fucking grab.
Okay. So, give me a second. I would like.
Is there a reason why you've laid us out so that I'm not between the two Fergineers where I normally would be?
Sorry.
You just wanted to make him stand up again, didn't you?
That and I don't want
Oh,
to.
that belt positioning. Jesus.
That and I don't want to be immediately killed by a carrion crawler.
Yeah, there is that, I suppose. Okay. So, I would like everyone to please roll for initiative.
Kablam!
12.
22.
7.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was that? Sorry, Craig? 7.
Yeah.
Sidestep?
12.
And what was yours? 20...
22.
22. Okay. So, give me a moment. Boom. Change to battle cam. There we go. Fugan. You are first.
I'm gonna start with a classic, the people's favorite, and I'm gonna reach out, touch my Fergineers, and cast a 2nd level heroism.
Okay.
So they each have 5 temporary hit points.
Cool.
That refresh at the beginning of every round as long as I manage to concentrate on the spell.
Cool.
And then I will give Bardic Inspiration to Sidestep. I seem to usually give it to Craig, so...
That's the D6, isn't it?
Yep, that's the D6. And... wouldn't mind backing up a bit, if I presume there's sort of space behind us.
Um...
Oh, I've stumped him.
Not stumped.
I've presented a problem.
It's no problem. It's fine. really need to remember to charge these next time so I can have wireless headsets.
Does seem pointless to own wireless headset and always use it as a wired headset.
How's that?
Sure, I'd like to back up a bit.
Okay, cool. There you go. I will admit, I did not give you much room to maneuver. Is that the end of your go?
Yes.
Cool. Okay, so first carrion crawler is going to rush forward. And is going to attempt to attack Craig.
Oh, yeah.
More bites for your collection.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I'm just a walking meat sack now over there.
Okay. It is going to make one attack with its tentacles as they shoot out from its form, and make one attack with its bite. Okay, so attacking with tentacle. There we go. That is going to be a 25 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You take 4 poison damage. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. 14.
14. Ooh. As you feel the poison attempt to take hold, you feel yourself slowing, but getting very angry now. You shrug it off, waiting for the next, or your turn to hit it back. It does, however, though, also attempt to bite you. That's going to be a 14 to hit.
That's my armor class.
So it does hit you.
Yeah.
And you do take then a further 8 points of piercing damage.
And 5 for the first, was it?
That's right, yeah.
Cool.
No, 4 for the first, sorry.
Oh, 4, sorry.
4 points of poison,
Okay.
8 points of piercing. Sidestep.
If I back up, am I still going to be able to see the one attacking Craig?
It's just around the wall. So it's going to have like half cover depending on how far you back up.
I'm not in melee with it at the moment, am I? I'm far enough away. There we are. I can use my bow on it then. I will cast my Hunter's Mark on it.
Okay.
Take a shot at it.
Cool, go for it.
That is 23 to hit.
23 definitely hits rough damage.
Nice.
Its armor class is 13.
That is 6, 11, 13, 17 damage.
17 points of damage.
Yep.
Okay.
And
First arrow pierces its chitinous hide, and it squeals in anger and pain. Anything else you want to do?
I'd like to back up now.
Okay.
Because I can see that other one coming for me, and I don't want that.
So you back up, covering Fergan as well. The second carrion crawler then. There's no other target now in sight.
Gonna be me.
Rushes forward and is again going to attempt to... That's what barbarians are for, man. Tanks.
Yeah.
Is going to attempt to attack twice. Okay. So, with the tentacles, it's a natural 20.
That ooh is never good.
Yeah.
So you take...
Why can't sometimes the ooh be like, oh, ooh, he missed you?
You take 6 points of poison damage.
Cool.
I need you to make me a con save.
Fucking I went miles off the fucking desk.
It's always a joy. It's always a joy when a dice decides
17.
I don't want to live here anymore.
Again, the poison, you shrug it off in your anger. The second hit, though, is a 19 to hit you.
Yep.
Yeah. So you take a further 6 points of piercing damage from its bite.
Cool. Cool.
And it is now, you'll be happy to know, Craig, your go.
Cool.
What would you
Hey,
like to
don't-
You
do?
never guess what I'm gonna do.
Hey, don't forget. Hey,
So yeah,
What are you going to do?
Fumin Tamping Region.
Raging like only
Look at
a Welsh barbarian
Yeah,
can.
fucking full-on fucking raging now. Spitting you poison shit to me. I'm gonna,
who you fucking car?
I'm gonna attack the one to the left then, the one with the hunter's mark on it.
Okay.
Fuck, that's awful. That's a 9.
A 9.
Yeah. Actually, no, sorry. That's 11 to fucking make a difference.
Do you want to reckless? Or you've remembered.
Oh, I've got the inspiration,
You've
yeah.
got your inspirations. You can use
Yeah.
your blessing of
Just
luck to turn the blade. Or attempt to.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, I'll use the inspiration.
Cool. So click the inspiration so it's not there anymore.
Yeah.
And roll again. Please tell me it's an hour.
The exact same. That's the exact same. That's fine.
The luck
The
is
one
not with you,
time-
my friend.
No.
The one time Fergan gives me the bardic inspiration instead of him.
Okay. Is that the end of your go?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Fugan, back to you. You might be muted if you are talking, Craig.
I wasn't talking. I just
Okay.
did a very long sigh.
Okay.
I'm gonna hit the one that's hunter's marked. Did Nikki hit it?
I did, yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna require a wisdom saving throw from that one, please.
Cool. As you can imagine,
What is this? Fuck, I'm sure.
it's got a +1,
Oh,
which gives it a 19.
fuck you. Alright, still takes half.
Okay.
Put my 10 hit points back on, don't I?
that's-
Yeah.
Half of 15, so 7 psychic damage from
Well,
Dissonant Whispers.
Hang on. Sorry, Stu. Don't put them back on yet, because they go on at the beginning of your turn, and you
Oh, that.
you can get
Then
hit,
it goes top. Right.
you
okay.
can get
Like
hit
that.
2
No,
more
that's fine.
times.
Okay.
Before
I thought it
it's-
went top of the round. No. Okay.
It's at the beginning of your turn. You get the tempo.
Yeah, but did he put them back? Did he put them on at the beginning of this previous turn? Is the question.
This is his first turn, so you would have, yeah.
Yeah, this was my first turn, innit? Because I went last.
Yeah, but you get them. Like you got them when I cast the spell. If you're talking about the 5
Yeah.
10 hit points, gets them when I cast the spell,
Mhm.
and then they renew at the beginning of each turn. So he's had a turn since I
Oh,
cast.
so I can
the spell.
put them on, yeah.
No.
Yeah. Yes.
They renew
Is
at
that
the
the
beginning
original
of They
5?
renew at the beginning of each of his turns. So he's had the original
Yeah.
5. He's lost them. He has not had another turn begin.
Yes, he has.
No, he hasn't.
He
That
went.
was his
Yeah,
first
he went
turn.
after the bugs.
Yeah. So now it's your turn. This is the second round.
Yeah, I'm aware. So I went before him. I cast the spell. He got 5 temp hit points. Then the bugs hit him a
yeah,
bunch.
so
He
it's
lost the
beginning of
temp
his
hit
turn.
points.
Yeah,
Then
yeah,
it was
yeah.
his turn. He got them back.
Okay.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Anyway, that bug got
Yeah.
got hit for 7 psychic damage, and I will bardically inspire Craig this time for my bonus action.
Cool.
And that's pretty much it for me. That's
Cool.
that's That's all old Fergan Smurgan's got for you.
Sorry, it just refreshed and there's no hit points gone. How many hit points do you take off the Carrion Crawler?
7.
7.
And whatever Nikki hit it for.
Okay.
17, I think it was.
Okay.
Alright, show off.
It is the Carrion Crawler's turn. So it's again going to attempt to hit Craig twice. The tentacle is going to be a 27 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least you're halving these now.
You take 3 points of poison damage, but I do need you to make me, again, a con save.
Every time?
Mm-hmm. It's not immune to it after...
Oh, that's great.
It's not like Frightful Presence or...
Well,
He's
thanks for that,
immunised.
Say again?
I said he's immunised. He got this poison from Pfizer.
9.
9.
Rip.
Okay.
Yeah. It was cocked and then I went to move it and it fell onto 5. So it's like, fuck.
You are poisoned for 1 minute.
Cool.
Which means that you have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. You can, however, make a saving throw at the end of each of your turns.
That's probably for the best because he's been rolling so well. It's he needed to be nerfed.
Sorry, I apologise.
Hang on.
Until this poison ends, you're paralysed.
Fuck off.
Cool.
You are incapacitated and cannot move or speak. You automatically fail strength and dex saving throws. Attack rolls against you all have advantage. They do anyway. Any attack that hits you is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of this. 5 feet of you. So, the bite is a crit.
I don't know what we can do about this. This is a big problem.
You take... so that's 3. So that's straight damage. 3. That's halved. Because of the rage.
What's straight damage?
It's the dice. Instead of doubling it, it's straight damage because
right.
of his rage.
Yeah.
So you take 4 points of piercing damage from the bite. So even a crit
Cool.
isn't...
How much was the poison again? Sorry.
The poison was
Did you say it was
3.
3, yeah. There we are. Cool. Awesome.
Okay. And sidestep.
Can I see the one to the left? My hand is mark on.
From your angle, yes, just. It's got half cover. So it's got an increased AC.
Take a step closer to see if I can get a better angle on him.
Take.
Oh no, Fergan.
I don't want to come.
There you go. Yeah. You get better angle on it.
Alright, I will take a shot.
Okay.
I'm going to use that bardic inspiration. So that is 11 plus, where is it? Where are you? 19.
19 hits.
I've used that bardic inspiration.
Nice.
So I get to add that number now to my attack roll as well, don't I?
Yeah, to your damage roll.
Ooh, that is lovely. So 8, 12, 15, 19, 23.
23 points of damage.
Indeed.
That's a lot of damage.
Nice.
Okay. It is looking messed up. You've gone straight past it.
Are you sure it hasn't deceased?
No, it's looking messed up, unfortunately. Is that the end of your go?
I'll back up again.
Okay.
Back up. Tell me what you want to do now.
Oh no, I've just knocked Fergan over again.
Okay, that's the end of your go. And the next carrion crawler is going to attempt to hit Craig.
Not very sporting. Maybe it thinks like, oh, that wouldn't be cool. I shouldn't bother.
It's paralyzed. It's an easy meal.
You're an easy meal.
That's a natural 20.
Doesn't matter. It would have been a crit anyway.
Yeah,
Your natural
anyway,
20
innit?
means nothing here.
Okay. So, you take. Ah, what a shit roll. You take 1 point of damage.
Jesus Christ! Help me!
Oh, he's gonna die.
Actually, I apologize. 2 points of damage.
Ah, now I gotta put another one on.
Roll me a con
Goddamn.
save.
Stu, brief reminder: you do still have the bardic inspiration. So if you think
22.
you don't need it.
You good? Okay. So the second hit on you. Fuck, it's a natural 20. Doesn't matter. You take. Ooh, that was better. You take 10 points of damage from the bite.
That's hard, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. Nice.
Well, it's a crit. So I just don't double the damage on you.
Yeah, just straight. Cool.
Yeah. Okay, and it is now Craig's go. Craig unfortunately can do nothing apart from
Bleed.
roll your
Sure.
save.
Surely I'm making the floor nice and slippy.
You can put the 5 points back on his hat.
You can put
Yeah.
the 5 temporary points back on.
Fucking need that.
And roll your con save, right?
Yeah.
That's your turn. Don't forget you can add your bardic inspiration if you think you'll be close.
Yeah, it's fine. How much is the bardic inspiration?
You roll a
Thanks for
d6. Yeah.
Yeah, just to be on the safe side.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we are. So that's a 17.
17. You are no longer poisoned or paralyzed.
Oof.
You also what did you roll on the d6?
That's 6.
So you gain 11 temporary hit points. You're still under the effect of heroism, so temporary hit points don't stack. So you have 11 temporary hit points. You don't have 16.
Yeah. Okay.
But when those 11 run out, you'll get back up to 5.
Cool.
Okay.
If heroism's still up.
Unfortunately, Craig, that's the end of your go. So, Fergus.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try and Dissonant Whispers the other one.
Okay.
And I'm going to do it at 2nd level this time.
Okay.
Because the first one pissed me off.
Wisdom save?
Yes, please. Could you roll below a 15, please?
How's a 3?
It is below a 15.
Yep.
So that's going to be 4d6 of my finest psychic damage. Oh, fucking hell! Did you know there are numbers other than 3 on a fucking d6? Because apparently I didn't. 9 and that's 13. 13 damage, psychic damage, and the carrion crawler immediately uses its reaction to move as far away from me as its speed allows.
Okay. Which one? The one you can see, yeah?
The one up the corridor. I bet Greg's just itching to make an opportunity attack.
Yeah, is that close enough? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, it's been hitting you. It must be.
That's a fucking one! No!
Swing
listen,
and a
man,
miss.
What the shit?
I can only help you so much, Like
Yeah! I'm even swapping dice now, it's not working.
Okay.
we need to get Stu a dice jail.
Is that the end of your go, Fergus?
No. I'll burn another bardic inspiration for Craig.
Okay.
He seems like he needs it.
Okay.
Get out.
That's the end of my go.
That's the end of your go.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the carrion crawler is now, without advantage, going to attempt to hit you again. That is going to be on the first roll. That is a 15.
Yep.
So you take. It's got a +8 with its tentacle.
No, I meant really, as in like really that hits you.
You take 1 point of damage. Poison.
Cool.
Roll a con save.
18.
18.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That'll do it.
And there we go. That'll do it. And the second hit with its teeth. That is going to be a 18 to hit.
Yep.
And you take 2 points of piercing damage.
Cool.
Okay. And sidestep.
Same as before. Take a couple steps forward so I can see it better. And take a shot.
Okay.
That is 21 to hit.
21 to hit. Definitely hits. Roll for damage.
What do we got? We've got 4, 7, 10, 14 damage.
14 points of damage. It is looking fucked up.
Hey guys, remember, speaking of poison damage, Waffle's just done a chunky fart in here, and I'm going to be rolling with disadvantage for a little while.
Okay. Is that the end of your go? Or do you want to move back?
Step back. Yeah.
Okay. As you step back then, the other carrion crawler is going to use some of his movement to climb up the wall of the cave. And then move. Go. Back to you. And because the tentacles have reach, it is going to attempt to strike at Craig.
Cool.
And that's going to be a 19 to hit.
Yeah.
You take 2 points of poison damage,
Cool.
and I need you to make me a con save.
20.
Nice.
Not a nat 20. Dirty.
Dirty 20. Okay. And that's the end of its go. Craig. Now you can do something. What would you like to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and the one to the side of me. That's a bit fucking better. So yeah, it's a 23.
23 definitely hits. Roll
Yeah.
for damage.
Done. Haven't actually had to roll a damage dice, so this will be interesting. So that is gonna be 12 points of damage. Not
12.
great. Yeah.
You slice your axe down into the carrion crawler that has been giving you so much hassle up until now, and splat its head into 2 halves. Its guts come gushing out, and it deflates like a balloon. It is dead.
All me.
Is that the end of your go?
I think it's going to attack me anyway.
The one above you now is there's about 5 feet distance between you and it.
Cool.
So you cannot strike it unless you attempt to climb up the side of the wall and get closer to it.
He can, because he's got a whip and a javelin.
Yeah.
You can attempt to on your next turn, yeah.
Yeah. That's the end of my go.
Okay. Fergan.
I'm gonna viciously mock the carrion crawler on the ceiling.
Okay.
Like, ha ha, your friend's died. Wisdom saving throw.
I do love the vicious mockery of 9-year-olds. That is going to be A 13.
That does not pass. I mean, if I was really going to viciously mock like a child, I'd just tell him he's shit at Fortnite and Roblox. Three psychic damage.
Yeah, it feels like more.
3 psychic damage, and he has disadvantage on his next attack.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then I will drop a healing word for Craig.
Thank
I
you.
apologise, it's only going to be a first level, but it will be my last.
That's fine.
It will be my last second level spell otherwise.
Okay.
So that is a. Oh, I rolled a 4. Nice. So that's 9 hit points back to Craig.
There you go.
Which, the way this fight's been going, that's like 8 attacks that you could tank now.
And is that the end of your go?
Yes.
Okay. Sidestep.
I will bonus action move my mark and take a shot.
Shots.
That is a 23 to hit.
Oh, definitely.
Nice.
Why is it that Stu can't roll above like an 8 and Nicky can't roll below a 20?
Well, I've got like +8 to my hit.
So is Stu though.
I got +7. It's stuff fucking making a difference when you roll in 2s.
What's that? 6, 10, 13, 17 damage.
For an entertaining game like this, please purchase Blink Dog Dice.
They're doing alright for me.
How much damage was that, sorry, Nicky?
17.
17. Nice. Okay. And is that the end of your go?
Yes.
Okay. Seeing then how much aggro the ones at the back are causing, it is going to bypass Craig.
Oh,
That is within 5 feet of me, right?
Nope, it's 5 feet away from you.
Bastard.
And it is going to come partially down the wall and attempt to attack. Sidestep.
Oh, yay.
So that is going to be... that's going to be a 18 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. You take 3 points of poison damage. I need you to make me a con save.
Right, let me just do that. I'm gonna use that inspiration.
Sensible.
That is much better. 15.
15. The poison does not take hold.
What did you roll on the? What did you roll on the D6, Nicky?
Oh no, it's not bardic inspiration.
Oh right.
Oh, you
Okay.
used the normal
Right.
inspiration.
Yeah, I used my bardic inspiration earlier.
Okay. Yeah.
Ah,
Of course you did. Sorry.
On the bite, that is going to be 23 to hit.
Oh, yeah, I think that hits.
Yeah. And you
What
take
about you suck my balls, Mr. Garrison?
you take a further 7 points of piercing damage.
7.
Okay.
Pretty sure he's using all the dice that Greg tells him he's not allowed to use in the other campaign.
I'm not.
Yeah, I think that's what's going on.
Craig.
I'm gonna charge into everyone, and as it's
It is
up
now
on a
within
wall,
range of
it is within range of my axe now, is it?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna take a swing at it.
Cool. Go for it.
I'm gonna make it a thing actually, a reckless attack.
Nice.
Fuck it. So I did not make a fucking blind bit of difference whatsoever. No. 10. It's just not happening.
Okay.
Oh my god!
This is horrendous.
It's the poison, man. It's still.
I'm in pain.
Fugan, you'll go.
Yeah, give me a wisdom save.
Mm-hmm. That's going to be 17.
Fuck you. Another That's another half of 3d6 damage then.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry, maybe you didn't hear me. I said, how would you like to suck my balls, Mr. Garrison? I rolled 3 ones on the 3d6.
Okay. So 1 point of damage then, yeah?
The last attack. You know the last attack on Nikki?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't what Greg did earlier put that
Give him
next creature's
disadvantage.
turn on disadvantage?
Aha! He did. He did have disadvantage on that first attack.
Okay. Natural 20.
That's fine.
Do you want to take the original hit? Yeah?
Well, it was disadvantaged, so that's what it would have been.
Disadvantage, so it would have been the lowest. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Sidestep.
I'm too close to use my bow now, aren't I?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'll take out my short swords.
You could step away and provoke an attack of opportunity.
No, thank you.
Okay.
I'll just use my swords.
Okay.
So, first one is 24 to hit.
Definitely hits.
I need d6 instead of an 8. That is 4, 6, 9 plus 4, so 13 damage.
Cool.
And on my next one, that is 17 to hit.
Cool.
Right, don't get to use that, and there's no plus. Just my hunter's mark and the 6, so that is 11 damage.
Nice. It's almost like rangers suck if you just use a bow. Okay. Is that the end of your go?
Yeah.
Cool. And the carrion crawler is now going to retaliate. So... Thanks. That's not the sound carrion crawlers make. Out. Go on. That is going to be it's going to attempt to hit Nikki. That's going to be a 12 to hit.
Right.
Misses.
Get a attack of opportunity on it as part of Sentinel because it's within.
Yeah,
20
you do.
You absolutely do.
Not that it's going to make a difference. And that is... Fucking hell, what's going on tonight? The 13. Oh no, sorry. 15.
13 was this armor class anyway, so you hit. Finally. Well done.
Nice! Hey! Back it up. Hey, that's more like it. So that
I'm worried John Raskin isn't going to believe that we fought the dragon.
17 points of damage.
17 points. You were having a really good day when that dragon appeared, weren't you?
Well,
I
it's a
was.
combination of we were having a really good day when we fought the dragon and we're having a really bad day now.
Yeah.
I think it's also the fact that I wouldn't leave it go without a fight out of my 600-foot range.
Was that 17 points of damage you said, Stu?
Yes.
Okay. It is now looking fucked up. Finally. Is that the end of your go? Oh,
No, that was his
That was
reaction.
your reaction.
That was my reaction, yeah.
But it's still going to attempt to hit Nikki. It missed. It's going to attempt to bite Stu then, as it's just been struck by him.
Cool.
And that is going to be a 20 to hit.
Yep.
You take... there we go. 4 points of piercing damage.
Cool.
And it is now Craig's go.
So, if that 4 points took you under the 5
Right.
from
we go back
heroism,
up to
then at
5,
the beginning
yeah.
of your turn you go back up to 5.
Okay. Yep. I'm gonna take a swing from that. That's more fucking like it. That's a 20.
Definitely hits. Roll for damage.
Just realised I forgot to add my 5 hit points back.
We're gonna have
11
to go
points of
through
damage.
this. We're gonna have to
11.
go through this this in the VOD and work out how many points of damage Craig has tanked. Because because it's bonkers, right? Like because you started on 46. You
46.
have 5 temp hit points every round. Then you went up to 11 temp hit points. And despite that, you're down to 20, even though everything's being halved and you've been healed once.
Well, I got hit twice without rage, didn't I? So I got full two full attacks.
You've got to have taken like, I reckon if you've taken anything less than 60 like points of damage, of your 46, it's a miracle. Like especially if you count what it would have been for anyone else to take them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I just wish I wasn't rolling natural 20s on attacks that do 1d4 plus 2 damage.
Against someone who halves them.
Yeah. But yes, as your axe strikes true once more, you again lop the end off a carrion crawler, and it spurts its guts all over you and deflates once more like a balloon and falls from the wall.
I play the saddest little. Na, 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 na.
I'm still hitting it.
Is done.
I'm still hitting it.
Yeah, you like
on the floor, just smashing the shit out of it with the axe.
Like Buffy beating the shit out of the bones of the of the master.
So,
I hate that girl.
as you continue on past the carrion crawlers to the room marked Overseer's exit, Overseer's office, you find, after pushing open the door with what remains of your strength, 4 very malnourished but just left alive dwarven miners
Holy shit!
who look up at you as you open the door.
Like they look up, and there's a 9-year-old Warforged boy pointing at them, like, "Holy shit!
Language.
Survivors!
Why the fuck took you so long?
We didn't know there were any survivors."
That's no excuse.
We can leave you here if you want.
Yeah.
Well, the were-rats gone.
Yep.
Yeah, we got rid of them as well.
Fine, if it's gonna be like that, then you can fuck off. It's out of mine.
No, come with us. We're here to rescue you.
You eventually then... They can still carry their own weight. You eventually make your way back to the fresh air of the outside, where Don John Raskin is waiting there. Hello, chaps!
Don John Raskin, look what we found! Survivors! Can you believe it?
That's wonderful news. We can get the mine back to work straight away after, obviously.
I think
rest
after feed them up.
Well, yes, some soup.
Maybe something a little heartier.
No, actually, I could use some soup.
Okay.
Have you got some soup?
I'm sure we can get some cooking.
Well, crack on. I will say though, lads, the were-rats came back, but I saw them off again.
And then they all turned to dust.
No, this lot, I just scared them away. Got a bit of a scratch for my trouble, and he shows you his arm. There's a bit of a deep scratch on his arm. But
Does it look like it came from a were-rat?
It looks like claw marks. But I'm sure it'll be fine.
Greg's propped up against the side of the wall, just sick everywhere. Blood.
So, did you find any gold?
Nope.
Just carrion crawlers.
No
and these
gold.
guys.
I think the were-rats must have squirreled it all away somewhere.
Well, I'll have a look when I get in. or I'll be having a conversation with the workers. And he glares at the dwarfs about what they've been doing without a proper overseer.
I feel like they had a proper overseer before the carrion crawlers showed up and killed. It's, you know what? It's your mine. You manage it.
Yeah.
Will you be wanting to stay? Or are you off on an adventure?
What time of day is it?
Night is falling.
Yeah.
We could
Stay
we
for
could
the
do
night.
with having a rest overnight.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be quite dark tonight, though, lads. Full moon's not due for another 3 days. I've always enjoyed a full moon. Pretty, aren't they?
Yep.
Well, I'm going to go and look at my mine. If you lads want to set up camp, I'll come and regale you with more stories.
As soon as he
And he
goes to
plods off into the
look at the mine, I immediately turn to the dwarves and I'm like, when the full moon comes, lock him in the office.
Why?
Well, because he very possibly was scratched by a were-rat, and he may change into a were-rat on the full moon.
Alright. Couldn't we just kill him?
Don't think the owners of the mine would take kindly to that.
I mean, once he turns into a were-rat, we could just kill him. And then...
Do you think you're in
Show
any
them.
shape to kill him?
we'll be fine. Bit of soup, couple of nights rest. By the time full moon comes around, we'll be quite strong.
Okay.
Listen, I'm not here to tell you your business.
Yeah, you
but
do you.
As long as the mine owners keep getting their due, I'm sure they're not going to really give a shit what happens to Don John Raskin.
His name's Don John Raskin.
Allegedly.
Oh, I might just kill him anyway.
I
What kind of fucking name is Don John Raskin?
suspect one he chose himself.
I'm
Sounds
sure
like
he'll tell you all about it.
sounds like the kind of name you choose for yourself.
Yeah, like ladies love Cool James.
I knew that, man. He was a dick as well.
He was a hell of a performer.
Aye. If you like that kind of thing. I like gold. And soup.
Alright.
Are you gonna make camp?
All the best things in life. Yes.
Yes.
And you begin.
Craig's already got his fucking sleeping bag out. It's in the bag already.
Fully inside a sleeping bag.
Do you not want me to set the tent up first?
He's
Just in the
He's
sleeping
Put the
got
tent
this
around him.
I'll put the tent
The
around.
blood
Craig,
trickling out of the lights.
And with that, then, you.
I tell you what, guys, fighting those carrion crawlers really felt like a milestone in our journey together as adventurers, didn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
You know, strangely enough, it was.
Hey.
This is the best day of my life.
As you all make your camp, sleep off your injuries, and have a long rest, you can level up to level 5.
Woo! Best day ever. Leveling up.
Level up.
I want a word with that bitch at the Temple of Luck. The fuck did she do to my dice?
She did say luck is good and bad.
Level 5. Ooh, I get an extra attack.
Gonna roll my d8, see what I get. Come
Yeah,
on.
roll your hit dice.
Oh, I'll take
That's a
that.
7. Fuck yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
I got a 6.
What makes up for the 2 I rolled last level.
Dice.
Ooh, I have a full 40 hit points now.
Ooh. I now get my bardic inspirations back after a short rest, which is big.
Excellent.
Font of
I
inspiration.
get an extra spell. I do. Second level spells.
Nice. I finally get a 3rd level spell.
Craig can hit things harder.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
more.
Barbarian leveling up is pretty much always
Pretty
you can now hit
straightforward.
things more and better.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So yeah, you've got, what is it, 2 attacks now?
I
I
do.
believe so, yes.
I think all of you do now.
I think I should take the healing spell.
You reckon?
can.
I also increase my speed by 10 feet as well.
What's your type of barbarian, Stu?
Totem.
Totem barbarian. So like close to nature and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. No reason. And it's bear you picked, wasn't it?
For the first one, yes.
Okay.
What do you mean, no reason? What does he mean by that? What does he say?
Always a reason.
I'm just looking for a frame for his character portrait. Because I can put more on than he can.
Cool.
I can do it 3 times.
There we go. Cool. So yeah. You are all now level 5.
Ooh.
We shall see.
Boop, boop.
I can only assume that next time you are going for further into the forest. Yeah? No?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, we're going to go and deliver a bottle of wine, aren't we?
You are?
Yep, that's next.
Damn straight.
Because you can't go to the loggers camp.
Gonna go.
Well, we can.
Well, you
It's on
could.
but the delivering the bottle of wine is on the way.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah.
there'd be no point in you going to the loggers camp. Because you were
Why?
you were
Oh, yeah,
you were
because-
delivering supplies. to
Yeah,
the
we
loggers camp.
didn't get the supplies, did we?
Did we not?
Oh, well, whatever. We'll drop off the wine and go back for the supplies.
But yes.
Right. We go to the loggers camp. We'll sort out whatever bullshit they need apart from the supplies.
Ooh.
And then we'll just have a nice supply run from.
I'm gonna take. Hey, Bri, you look at me. You look me in the eyes, Bri. I'm gonna speak with plants. I'm gonna speak to every fucking plant between here. I'm gonna speak to every fucking plant we see.
And I'm gonna speak to the animals that are speaking to the plants and find out what's going on.
Okay. You can negotiate a peace treaty between like the herbivores in the forest and the
Yeah.
grass or something.
Yeah.
Nicky's just gonna be in his element walking through the trees.
Okay.
Look at all the trees. Yeah, that's the noise Nicky's gonna make when he's
Yeah.
in the trees.
But yes, while the dogs attempt to have a funny 5 minutes and kill each other in the background.
That's funny because Waffle's also doing that.
Thank you again to those who have watched. I hope you've enjoyed. Thank you, Ian, for sticking with us all this time. As
And the
always.
raid.
Thank you very much for the raid. If anyone is still
Yeah.
here, there will be a thanks to the Short Rest Tavern on Twitter. Short Rest Tavern lot are awesome. Helped raise a lot of money very recently for McIntyre's, a charity very close to my heart.
Stream was
One shot.
mental and fantastic.
Yeah, I've gone back and watched the bits that I missed, and it was a lot of fun. But yeah, as always, I hope you enjoyed. Please join us later on in the week for probably much more Sea of Thieves. On Thursday this week, Greg, I believe we've got session 0 for your campaign.
Yeah, fingers crossed. I'm starting some new medication tomorrow, so
Okay,
it's possible I might not feel up to it. But yeah,
that's cool. We can rearrange.
The plan is to do it Thursday. So
Yes, we will
hopefully that
obviously
comes off.
let people know on Twitter and in the Discord as well for those diehards who want to watch everything we do. Thank you, Ian. We genuinely do appreciate you being
So much.
like a viewer,
Yeah.
Ian. Thank you. But yes, apart from that, as always, please take care, stay safe, wear a mask, don't go outside unless you have to, get vaccinated if you can, and if you haven't already. We love you guys, and we will see you next time. Good night, everybody.
Hey.
Night.